So, welcome everybody. Welcome to that of the stream today. My name is SenseiSuplex and I am your D&D sensei. You probably see a Nerf gun over there in the background because I forgot to get rid of it. And I was just joking around with chat. But hello everybody, how's it going? You guys know the whole dealio. Today we got Rime of the Frostmaiden. I believe this is session 4 is what we're looking at. Yeah, session 4. So be sure to make sure to share out that of the stream and all of that stuff, and also share out that of the YouTube videos and even that of the campaign if you're watching this on YouTube. Yada yada yada. But you guys know the whole deal. You guys can affect that of the games in real time with that of channel points. I won't be able to pay too much attention to you guys in that of chat, like interacting with you guys, talking to you. As typical, like on our Wednesday streams. But yeah, you guys know the whole deal. But hey, what's up, Eric? Welcome to the stream. Hello. Also, hey, Kat, how's it going? But yeah, that being said, we're already 15 minutes over, so let's not waste any time. Let's get going and let's play some D&D. Alrighty, let's go talk to, hang out with our players. I'm the Frostmaiden. Alright, boom. Let's do this.
Like, screw with that. Okay.
Please don't. It actually has real world ramifications, and I really don't want to fill out paperwork.
No,
Wait,
no,
we
no,
talking
not
about
like that.
paperwork?
Not like
What's
that. I'm
going
talking
on?
about the game.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, automatically, let's go game mode, because you weren't
Okay.
there for one of the games. Somebody wasn't.
I love coming into conversations. Like whenever I unmute, like I do this for all the games. I unmute and I just come into conversations without any context at all. And I'm like, the heck are these guys talking
what
about?
the hell was going on? Me?
So overthrow DM plan is in action, right, guys?
Yes.
Bring it on, losers. Oh man.
Shut down.
Wait, what? Oh no! Oh, no, he has the power. Wait a minute. He actually has the power. He can shut all this down right now. Oh boy. Well, the thing is, fish, I can just import a map over onto my own Foundry server. I'm fucking with you. I can't. Oh god. That being said,
You don't
say it again.
have all the shit, do you? You don't have all the shit on your server, do you?
Not the new stuff. I have the stuff from like 2 weeks ago or something, right? But yeah. That being
Maybe we should just go to roll 20 as a backup, you know?
Yeah, sure. All the macros are gonna transfer over to in spirit.
Yes.
Yeah. All those crazy animations. Yeah, they're coming along with for the ride.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that being said, if everybody's good to go, I don't think I have any announcements for this game that I haven't already gone over. Yeah. So if that's the case, if everybody's good to go, I think it's time to play some D&D. Alrighty. Let's do this. So, I ask each and every last one of you to simply gather around the table and let me tell you all a Voden fable. To gather around for the tale of these band of misfits, the tale of the corruption within, and that of an everlasting frost. For this be the infamous tale of the Frostmaiden. So, our journey begins where we found our heroes caught in a corrupted mist. An astral horde of zombified creatures would be on the prowl, marching towards somewhere. However, the party would seek to keep their lives and try to hide out, avoiding the horde. Though, with enemies swarming from all around, bodies would be reanimated and it was apparent there was nowhere to hide. That being said, with quick thinking, the Bijou sorcerer and Thorin would seek to make a risky distraction, getting the attention of the massive horde as well as the cold light walker, immediately causing the entire cliff to be destroyed with a single thunder clap. Roswaro the Barracan warrior would chuck a massive barrel of explosives, and between Pyre and End, they'd light it aflame, exploding the area in a bright flame, causing the icy structure below their enemies to collapse, trapping all the corrupted ones below the ice. With that, the individuals would flee from the encampment and would find several stone statues with writings and tales of the gods themselves. Learning of them, however, would be interrupted as undead skeletons were waiting for them, rising out of the ground, seeking their demise. It'd be a fierce battle with two individuals in Pyre and Thorn being knocked unconscious and nearly dying before they'd all escape, barely with their lives through the help of a bearkin traveling throughout these lands. A walking myth known as Oyami Namatar. That being said, the first survivor they'd meet, a friendly one, as though she'd offer them shelter and to help them train, surviving that of the taiga. Whether or not these individuals are fit to survive the taiga will be decided in that of Session 4 of Rime of the Frostmaiden. That being said, let our adventure continue forward and the journey come to a close. Alrighty, my friends. That being said, let us begin today's session. Alrighty. So, first off, as you guys know, we are going to give you guys a little bit of ambience, and then we're also going to give you a little bit of a map change as we do around here. One moment. Alright, boom. Let's get a bigger monitor over here. Alright,
Hey Sensei, I've got
Yes.
a game mechanics question.
sure thing.
If someone in the party has a spell that a wizard can learn, can I learn it from them, or do I
it-
have to find it like written out?
So it depends. So like, let's say for we'll use Thorn for example. So he is a sorcerer and he like just knows his magic because he manipulates the magic inside him, right? So he could in theory teach you, but he can only teach you as much as like kind of he knows. Now granted, obviously as a wizard you're smart enough to sort of figure out and connect the dots, but meaning it's going to take a lot longer to learn from a sorcerer rather than just written notes like a how-to guide to how to do it, you know what I mean?
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, but it's more than possible, right?
Yeah.
And it
There's not a
varies for like
specific
bards
spell in
and
mind.
clerics and all
Yeah.
that other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a specific spell. It was just like, if I find like an NPC that has a spell, like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't know, Firebolt, if I could learn it.
Oh man, you need to talk to Navro. he's another wizard in the Soulbound game. He knows Fireball, and that's like all he can use because he's level 1. What are you gonna do? Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm expecting like when all the wizards meet and all this mages, they're just gonna be like, all right, book club, let's do this. Everybody give me your spells.
Firebolt or Fireball everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much. That being said, so to begin with this session. So as you guys begin to slowly come back to consciousness one by one, you're all waking next to one another. You glance over and you see as it's still nighttime before you watch as the night sky begins to flicker, almost like a dying sort of light bulb. And you watch as the entire sky itself then turns from a darkened sky to that of immediate lighter coloring. That signifying day, however, with a ton of overcast. No sunrise, nothing. The moon sort of vanishes as it's replaced by a gray sky where you could maybe assume the sun is somewhere, but you don't really see it. Regardless, you look around and you find all your companions there, and then you look off to the side and you see, well, you see this individual as soon as you wake up. One moment, please. Beside you, you see a massive figure just sort of sitting there crisscross, looking at each and every single one of you guys. And you see as you're just sort of waking up, because this is the first thing that you guys see, this just massive guy with a top hat, black cloak. He's just sort of... Oh, and then he just notices you guys and just sort of waves. And then just sort of tips his hat before he begins to actually sort of take a little bit of a paintbrush out of his hat. And you see as he's just beginning to paint something. That being said, what the heck are you guys doing as you just see all this?
Idyan Lika sees this, finishes the yawn, runs right up and looks at the paintbrush, whatever
Sure.
he's painting. She cannot understand what is being painted, or if he's writing something, she won't be able to get it.
You see a couple of greens, you may see a couple of yellows, a couple of lighter colors and whatnot, but it seems to be that he is just sort of painting away just directly onto that of the on the floor at the moment.
Just Foreign just runs up in excitement and just tries to figure out what the hell he's painting.
You'll see as he's like, and he can just continue sort of painting. Thorn, I will say this: make a as you like jump up excitedly and just begin to sort of examine like what's going on and what's he painting. Make an intelligence check for me. And 9, you're able to see at least. It seems kind of like a figure, kind of like a shape, kind of humanoid-ish, from what you can tell. See like boots at the moment, but
Okay.
yeah. That's it.
By the way, just very quickly, during our rest, I would have wanted to attune to that necklace.
The necklace, gotcha. Okay, I'll tell you what. Remind me in 1 minute. I gotcha. But
Okay.
you do, if I remember correctly. Let me go pull up the necklace and all that stuff. I should really just have this like right here beside me. Hold on 1 second. But I believe you feel a little bit more, almost confident, when you after attuning to that of the necklace itself.
Okay.
Yep. You almost feel a little bit more of a force of personality amongst you, able to kind of resist that of, how you say, being influenced so easily. Meaning,
Right.
essentially what you get, or with this necklace, you can't take it off, or give it to another person, as far as you are aware at this moment in time, but you have a +2 to all saving throws against possession.
Wow. Okay.
So if any ghost tries to like take you or take over your body, you have a +2 to that.
Okay.
Or even I think even like charming effects as well. It's pretty good. There you go. But eventually, as this individual begins to finish the final stroke, you look over and it's actually really impressive. You see as he has completely painted almost a masterpiece, and it seems to be almost like a two-dimensional version of a familiar friend, and that of Bjorn. You see it's almost like cartoon sort of shaped, and you see as he just immediately begins to just sort of high-five the sort of painting, and within a brief moment in time, Bjorn, you begin to awaken, and you see as he begins to sort of manifest into a 3D version of himself. You wake up and you just see everybody just the first thing you see is a giant sort of figure looking down at you with a giant plague doctor's mask. The second thing you see is everybody else around you.
Well, hello everybody.
Well,
Hello?
that was
Pokes
weird.
his knee.
That felt weird. Let me tell you. Oh, where are we?
See, this guy's just gonna start inching towards over here, trying to be stealthy, failing entirely.
Foreign just keeps looking at him.
He's gonna look at you. He's gonna he's gonna point over there, towards the wall.
Just wave.
He fucking dolphin dives out the window. And then he's just gone. Oh man. That being said, you guys see all of that. Bjorn, as you're saying, what are you? Where are you going as this is all happening? What are you guys doing?
Just kind of standing there, like shocked, like trying to get rid of this really weird feeling of just being painted into existence. And I'm just like, what happened? Did you guys, I do remember him, but what, he didn't take me to the tavern. I just don't know what happened. I was here one moment and gone the next.
Oh god, what the hell? Give me 1 second. God damn it, it did it again.
Oh.
It did the glitch where it freaking decides to play every single song at the same time. Son of a bitch. Yeah.
Okay.
Only way to destroy or deal with that is if you freaking delete the entire server and stuff. Give me one moment. Sorry about that, guys. You try one thing, god damn it.
Say what
Technical.
about deleting a server?
Basically, if there's a glitch or whatever with Foundry where you can hit play on one thing and it just plays everything at the exact same time, and you can't close them out no matter what. So you have to restart the entire server. It's awful. It's so bad. It is so bad. That being said, the server is loading back up. It'll be like 2 minutes. In the meantime, you guys can keep talking amongst yourselves as you guys are just still in that of the igloo and whatnot. That being said, you may continue. Sorry about that.
I'm gonna go and approach. Oh, okay. I would approach my boss person and be like, "So you feeling better?"
Um, yeah, that rest definitely did wonders. But Björn, that creature that just brought you here, or I suppose painted you here, last time we saw it, brought fire back to us and just took you away. I'm quite confused about that myself too, so I
Yeah.
don't think there's much point of asking more about that from us.
Well, all right. I don't really remember much about everything that happened, but where are we now?
In the snow.
Yeah.
And also, we had undead problems.
See, I remember the army of dead, but apparently I
Oh.
disappeared shortly after.
Lika is going to turn and whip her tail around, looking straight at Thor and be like, "You are the coolest cool guy ever."
Oh, thank you.
I made glitter bombs and cream puffs. Here, that's what he did, Mr. Beardy Face Man. He went and made glitter bombs and cream puffs, and there was like a big glowing light thing that took you into like this weird Colosseum place. And I think there were like these really big, tall statues, way taller than Graswararo. Yeah. And there was like it was warm. It was warm. It's a warm place. Maybe we should go back.
Also, real quick, if you haven't already, all you got to do is just refresh, and you'll be able to log into the server.
Sounds like I missed out on the party.
Well, kinda. I mean, at least he didn't have to run away and hide from the undead.
Yeah, true. That was kind of done for me.
That being said,
Hey, Sensei, how
Mhm.
fast did the sun rise this morning?
it didn't.
So
You
then what's
saw.
lighting up the sky?
So what's lighting up the sky? The sun.
Yeah,
But it didn't rise. You
it just
saw.
appeared?
Yeah, it just appeared. Where the moon was, the sun's now. There was no sunrise. You haven't seen, like, in all your time, like, since like everything, you haven't seen a single sunrise, a sunset, or anything. It's always just been this sort of flickering motion. Strange. That said, you will see as Zappy excited as usual, because he likes all of you guys and all that stuff. You will see as he's an excitable little guy, and he will just sort of be blinking all over the place. Now, granted, you'll see as he's just sort of blinking on that of furniture and other bits of things, and eventually just sort of blinks probably on your shoulder, or like sort of paw or two paws up on that of your shoulder and just sort of licks your face, Bjorn.
Oh, Zappy, it's good to see you, boy. It's still don't really remember where I went, but good to see all of you, and it's always good to see Zappy.
You will see as... Hold on, I gotta roll something. I gotta roll each day. You will see as Zappy begins to sort of bark, you see like a little bit of, it's kind of like a purple sort of ball of lightning, kind of, with it, like as he's sort of barking, it seems to be just sort of forming, and then it just sort of stops and sputters out for a brief moment. That said, is there anything else you guys are doing or saying to each other?
Gonna look
think-
around and head outside. If no one's saying anything else.
Yeah, and would just probably tell Bjorn that, yeah, we also ran into a new, I believe, a friend.
A bear.
so-
Kind of.
so,
Kind of.
yeah.
Okay, well,
So
interesting.
yeah, and we probably won't exactly know what they look like now. They seem to be shifting their form quite a bit.
Interesting.
And
That being said,
Let's get some of that sun.
that said, as you keep in mind, it's a heavy overcast and whatnot. Just to
Yeah.
preface, yeah. So you say that you walk out, it's like, let's get a load of that sun. Gray skies, a thundercloud probably farther away or something. That
yeah,
said,
about that.
How
somehow.
lovely.
that said, as this is happening, you guys see, she's not there. You see as a individual or figure is sort of off to the side, and they seem to be just sort of eating what seems to be fish at the moment, just completely raw, not cooked or anything, just devouring it entirely. And you see as they're just sort of chewing on it, and then they just look up. Oh. And then just, you can just sort of set it off to the side. See how you react if you're getting its attention. Turns around and continues nibbling on the fish. That said, are you guys saying or doing anything? She is just, she's eating at the moment.
So
Oh.
that's
How is that
our
fish?
new friend.
How is the fish?
You'll see as immediately it'll put the fish off to the side and whatnot and just begin to stand up on all fours. And as they begin to do so, you will see as, or Bjorn, you're the first, or you probably noticing this almost instantly, but you watch as this creature begins to sort of stand up on its sort of hind legs and its form begins to shift further, almost turning somewhat, not really humanoid, but having more humanoid features than a normal polar bear, almost similar to that of a bear kin. And you see this individual. Oh, let me get this right. Boom. Standing before you. It was good. That being said, wait, who's your friend over there?
Oh, him? That's Bjorn.
Is...
Oh, friend.
Hello. If everything's all right with him, then I guess it's all right by me. That being said, name's Oya, or Oyami Nartak, but you can just call me Oya for short. And I will spell that out for you. Boop. It's in the out of character chat. Oh wait, I misspelled it. Whoops. God damn it. There we go. That said, you will see as she begins to sort of walk over and say, that being said, how was your rest and everything? I know it's probably not the most sort of comfortable considering all things, but I mean, it is a place of rest at the least.
Foreign will just ignore the question, come a bit closer and just ask, so how do your transformations work?
What?
How do you transform? How does it exactly work?
I don't think I should share that information with you.
Why?
Because it's, make a persuasion check. Oh, wait, hold on. Oops. 15. Alright. God damn it. Hold on 1 second. What? 14, son of a gun. Alright. You'll see this. She just says, well, it's complicated. Kind of, but not really. It's not really... A lot of people look at it as a curse. I look at it, and a lot of the other Goliaths look at it as a blessing. I guess it varies person to person, but you know.
What's that curse or blessing?
Oh. You see, she just looks at you just with this bright-eyed smile and all this other stuff. It's like, God damn it. All right, it's are you familiar with so whisper this and just lycanthropy at all?
Foreign just looks up. Am I familiar with lycanthropy?
Do you want to make a check for it?
Yes.
All right, make a nature. Yeah, this is a nature check actually.
16.
16, not bad. From what you can tell, calling back and sort of remembering that as stories, lycanthropy is not a very common thing at all. Again, most of the time you've heard stories of that of, the most common one being that of werewolves and other things like that. From what you can tell, there's also a handful of other different were creatures and whatnot. And the curses of them, like the ramifications of them transforming is always different depending on the type of curse. But what you do know is there are a handful of things of like werewolves and werebears being another one.
Wow, that's interesting.
Something like that. But
So you like it?
accustomed to it is more like it.
Right.
Make an insight check. Anybody who wants to, you can make an insight check as well.
If you want.
Okay.
Fire's not paying attention. He's scribbling in his book.
Easy enough. 7, 21. Oh, there's another. 17. 14. Alright. Those of you who rolled a 15 and above, well, I'll tell you what the guy, everybody knows a little bit below. She seems more of like accustomed to it. It's more of like, from what you can probably tell, maybe it was sort of thrown upon her and she just kind of had to adapt to it, and she's kind of just used to it at this point. For those of you who rolled above a 15, from what you guys can tell, she enjoys it to an extent. You're not entirely sure what aspects of it, but she does enjoy it a lot.
At this point, Lika is gonna tap Grasraro, looking over at Pyre, seeing that Pyre's doing all right and a little bit busy, and she's gonna tap her. Can I get up on your shoulder?
Rosaro just like picks her up and puts her on her shoulder.
Thank you. And then she starts preening you a little bit around between the fur and things like that, and goes, "No, it's fun being a bear."
It's good to be a bear.
Speaking of which, you'll see as she just begins to whisper, I meant to mention this last session, but you'll see as she just whispers towards Thorin. So, I had a quick question. So I understand the majority of you, but I understand the bearkin over there, but I'm not too familiar with the individual over there. What exactly is the one standing atop of the bearkin? I'm not familiar with their kind.
Oh, you mean the small one?
Yeah,
No,
yes, the small one.
not even trying to be quiet.
Who you calling small? Who you calling small? Put him up.
At this point, you're just putting her on blast. She's just like, well, excuse me, but I did have a question. I haven't, I've seen a handful of people in my travels, but, I'm not familiar with that of your kin. So, could you inform me? They're looking towards,
Like a
Eureka.
small bear.
The little tail kind of goes and drapes around Aurora's shoulder like a scarf. And because Auroral is the tallest thing there and looks like a tree to her, she goes, well, I'm a bear. I like to sleep. I have a long tail though, but I could not be a bear. I could also be a monkey? I don't know. They call me Monkey Bear. Like home.
Frostmaiden looks at her and is just like, "You are a bear, like obviously."
And just will go closer to Icewind. She's a red panda.
Red panda. I see. Okay, wait, is she a monkey bear or a red panda? I'm confused.
Tiny bear.
Okay, I'm hearing tiny bear, monkey bear, red panda. I'm hearing a lot of words right now. Are you?
Oh, never mind.
So, okay. Anywho, that being said, so, that said, do you have, at least, are you all, did you inform them of today and whatnot, or, actually, I guess a better sort of thing to ask. So, what you all planning to do? You said you would, decide that in the morning and whatnot. Did you come to a decision?
Do you know anything about healing?
A little bit. I mean, as much as to get you by, but not too much. I know how to craft and other things like that to make, like, basic potions and whatnot, but not, like, the best at it. Are you looking to learn or something?
He's gonna look over her shoulder to, well, over Aurora's shoulder, but looks like her entire body twists over while still maintaining position. Over towards Pyre, and then around the corner, she'll look over towards Anth and all of the other people. Tend to get into a lot of fights. So, you know, yeah, that's what I can do. I can get to them really quickly and heal them if I need to. So I was wondering if there was a way for me to do that, and if someone could teach me.
One thing, Lika, you have received an inspiration point from chat. Bimroth, you as well from earlier.
Yeah.
Also, you will see as she begins to say, well, if you want to sort of heal and patch people up, at least, well, without divine magic, my sort of rule of thumb is, well, you're going to want to be prepared before the battle to really help prevent the injuries and heal them before they get too bad. I can teach you. Are you familiar with, sort of like bits of kits like, are you familiar with that of herbalism or anything like that? Checks character sheet.
If I say no,
Yes.
and no.
Hypothetically, right? I fucking can't. Oh man. That being said, you'll see as she just busts out laughing at this point. Okay, fine. I can. Okay, we can manage that. Here. That said, here. Well, to craft essential, or to. I mean, I have my own sort of herbalism kit, but essentially, it's as essential to being able to craft any sort of things. That's of a healing nature and whatnot. That said, you're going to need a bit of materials to sort of gather all the things necessary. One thing in particular is, well, you're going to need a bit of leather and whatnot, from somewhere, to at least make gloves as well as pouches as well. Even that's of the bags and sort of other things to carry materials and whatnot. Or even, heck, rucksacks if you even want to get that crazy. That said, I haven't seen too much of anything onto your persons. Do you all have any levers or anything like that?
Kira's gonna look obviously perturbed because she's got like a really, it's a little bit worn out, but she's got like a pink backpack. She's strapped around her body. She's like, is this a backpack? She doesn't know, but she figures it is a backpack.
It kind of works, but not exactly what I'm referring to. That's a good start for sure. Well, first things first. You'll probably need to get that or you'll probably need to go find some animals, but good luck with that. You'll need to probably hunt them and see if you can skin them for their leather and whatnot to use it. You need to tan it, all that stuff, and we'll be able to hopefully make a couple of pouches for you. That said, from what I know, there's a forest not too far from here, but again, I haven't really seen many animals in a while, so. But you can always try there.
I can kill them without damaging the goods.
That would be, well, that would be ideal, but, the better condition or better quality they are, the easier it will be to craft things later. Well,
If you let me kill the animal, it will just collapse without anything.
and
Any injuries.
any injuries? Confident. How exactly do you plan on doing that?
Oh, do you want me to show you?
Well, not to me, of course, but I mean,
I mean, I don't think it would do much to you though.
what exactly is it?
Kind of a spell.
Oh, I'm not really sort of. What Aegon? He would have liked you. I'm not really the magic inclined or anything like that.
Oh, you don't want to see it?
As long as it doesn't harm me,
It could potentially a little bit, but you are massive. I don't think I would even succeed with it.
make a persuasion check. God damn
Oh.
it.
What was that name
Goliaths.
that you mentioned there, Sensei?
Aegon. E-Y-G-O-N. Wow.
Oof.
It's an out of character chat.
Natural one.
7. You will see as she'll say, I think I'm gonna pass, but, if you want to, do it towards any of the fish down below, you're more than able to do so. This area has at least, a couple more minutes before it freezes back over again.
Oh, okay. For a while ago, look at one of the fish, and just use Mind Sliver on the fish.
Well, first off, oh god. First, I'll make a perception check to find a fish down there. Because you're just staring
right.
directly down it. 15. You see one that's about 40 feet down there, but I mean, you can kind of do it.
Okay. Yeah. I use Mind Sliver on one of them. and tell her to look. What I mean.
Oh gosh, what does Mind Sliver do? Hold on 1 second.
Psychic damage.
Psychic damage to a fish. Oh god. So you just see as he's sort of just minding his own business. I'm swimming. I'm swimming. And just sort of immediately just falls down, or it begins to slowly descend further into that of the water.
Can I try to
Well,
take that fish out of there with the mage hand?
that fish would float up, no?
Well, you see
Not
for a brief moment
immediately.
in time. Not immediately. It will take a little bit of time, but yeah, it's gonna eventually. You said you want to mage hand it?
Yeah.
That said, how far can your mage hand go, real quick?
30 feet.
30 feet.
Oh.
You gotta like probably like conjure that of the spell, get a little closer towards it. Maybe even have to submerge yourself in it to probably be able to mage hand and pick it up, because it's about 40 feet down and it's descending.
Not
for
the
a brief
word.
moment.
Not the word.
Yeah. That said, you do see, you will see his Oi Hogan to look over and just say, "That's beyond me. Well, good job, Magic Man. I stab things with the great axe," and you'll see she just looks towards the great axe or whatever. That's what I do.
I have a little thing to stab with. It just shows the dagger.
And Grazrarl's ear, Lika's like, oh, things are weird. You're like, that? Pause, you know? She makes a bear fishing motion of like, go in there and grab it.
It's so easy. You just, you know? I don't know why they don't get it.
Pyre.
I think they don't know how to fish. I think they have zero clue.
Yeah.
Pyre, real quick, make an intelligence check for me.
Oh. Okay. Just a straight up intelligence check.
Straight up intelligence check, my friend.
14.
All right. As you're sort of studying in that of your books, or trying to sort of decipher and figure out and discover things, you begin to be able to read one sort of word in that of the book.
Oh.
First off, as you're doing so, again, you've been sort of reading that of this strange sort of language that hasn't seen, or you haven't seen before in your entire life. But as you're able to decipher and decode, at least be able to understand what it's meaning or be able to point directions to it, you begin to see that of this word. I'm going to DM it to you.
Ooh, okay.
All right. You can check your DMs and you will find it. That said, as you begin to decipher it and you read it for a brief moment in time, because I'm assuming you're just kind of doing this all in your head and whatnot, but you just begin to almost feel just a little bit of a sensation, like something just sort of washing over that of your mind for a brief moment. And as it happens, you just begin to hear Join. That is all.
Sure, that's all. Yeah, just that's all. Since I had taken notes of the circle that we were just at, does that appear any of the notes from the pillars in that circle?
You did take a Let me think about that real quick. That word, what languages do you know?
What don't I know?
Okay.
Hang on. Primordial, Celestial, Sylvan, and Abyssal. In common.
Make another intelligence check.
Ooh. Yes.
Smart boy, there we go. 22. You did. Specifically on the one towards Iroas and Mogus. The god of valor being Iroas, or the god of valor, bravery, and victory being Iroas. And that of Mogus, the god of slaughter, brutality, and warfare.
So,
and blood.
Iroas, how do you spell those?
Iroas is I-R-O-A-S, and then Mogus is M-O-G-I-S. Boom.
And Iroas was the god of what?
He is the god of valor, bravery, and victory. Victory being the biggest one. Mogus is... Oh, let me know when you're ready for Mogus.
Victory's the biggest?
Victory is like the main thing that he is about.
Okay.
And then Mogus is the god of slaughter, which is the biggest for him. Brutality, warfare, and the second biggest would be blood. He is in fact the blood god of Aurora.
Okay.
There you go.
Can I respond to this voice in my head?
You can certainly try.
Hello?
Do you say that out loud, or do you like say that in your head?
In my head, like thinking.
Begin to wait for a response. Nothing.
Can I do a stealth to see this? Because I see him finally look up from his book a little bit from Gazaral's shoulder. Can I stealth check him? Just go
Are you just trying to
behind
like
his
see
leg?
what he's doing? Make a stealth check for me.
So, this is probably... I probably would have hid what I was researching, and I'm probably really paranoid about it, by the way. The natural one, so... I would... Do I need to roll anything since it's a natural one, or...?
Not really, because you have a higher passive perception anyways. So you kind of just sort of jump down, and as you do, you make a little bit of a loud thud, and Pyre, as you sort of say hello, you just look over to the side, and you just see Lika just slowly approaching off to the side.
Can I hide what I was researching?
Yeah, easy enough.
Yeah.
That said, so is there anything else you guys are saying or doing?
Up, Lika. What you doing?
I'm lacking here.
Well, I'm sitting here.
Is it cold when you sit on the snow? I know you've got like, well, heat situation going on, but is it cold when you sit in the snow?
Pyre just is like... all realization of how cold he goes, oh yeah, huh, and he gets up, stands up, and like starts like producing flame, like drying himself off and like warming up.
As you begin to do so, you see as Oya begins to step back a little bit.
Ooh. Can Pyre ask Oya a question after he's done drying off?
Sure.
It'll probably take him a little bit, but after he's done, he probably like approaches Oya and goes, question.
Move your token real quick.
Oh. Oh.
You'll see she just begins to slowly, like, subtly back up.
I got one more question for you as well.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Actually, too. Why are you moving away?
I'm not moving away. You're coming closer, so I'm just, it's personal space and everything.
Okay. Second question. Do you know a bear named Zephyr?
Zephyr. Hold on one moment. Let me check one thing. Oh gosh, hold on. Give me one moment. Blah blah blah. No, doesn't seem to ring a bell.
Oh shit.
Wait,
Something.
oh yeah.
uh,
Where are you going?
uh, I'm not going anywhere. This is my home. Why would I leave my home? That would be stupid. I wouldn't leave my home.
Rosvarol walks over and just like puts her like paw very casually but firmly up like in front of like his upper chest area, stopping him from walking. It's just like, you can talk from here. It's okay.
Just completely oblivious to what's going on. Was there a pillar missing in the what'd you call it, circle that you found us in?
Uh, towards the stones of the gods. A pillar missing, like when I mean, it's always been like that, from what I could tell.
Interesting.
I don't think there's been a pillar missing.
Okay. That's what he wanted to know.
That being said, I believe you all, or one of you mentioned this about, an orb or the sort of arena that you saw, there. Was it, you, Lika, or was that someone else?
I was here. Yes.
Let's-
Liga's gonna look up her when her name is mentioned. She's like, yeah. It was like a big place with lots of big pillars, and there was like strange humanoid statue thingy type things. I don't know. Looks like, and she kind of looks at all of the more humanoid looking people in the party, like them. And there was probably something else. I don't really remember. All I know is that it was a different place.
yeah. So, uh, that, area over there, that is, how much I've heard, I think I mentioned this before, but just to give a little bit of preface, I've heard of myths of people, again, going there and just sort of returning, well, different, if you will. More powerful with sort of differing weapons and armors, and almost sometimes even with that of a different aura about them. Strange, but, it seemed to be like a lot of the time they would sometimes walk out with more powerful and differing weapons and armors than the ones that they walked in with. But at the same time, those are typically the ones that return. Not all of them return. I mentioned
So,
Hmm?
so it's a good idea to go in there.
Well, you see, about that, so I'm not going to stop you. I'm just going to lay out. I'm just gonna lay out the canvas, and you are free to do as you wish. But, just saying, I wouldn't go there myself if I had the choice. Well, actually, I can't. I've already tried. But, I
Oh, so
mean-
you went through it.
No. I didn't go through there. I tried just to see what would happen. It didn't let me. It
What
didn't
happened?
really. Well, I kind of got, And then she just sort of stops herself.
Well, I, for
Is it
one,
because
I'm
of your
gambling man.
lycanthropy? Obviously, being loud as well, being still loud.
She will be like, no. I'm gonna hurt you. Yeah, fine. You'll see as the individual will then begin to just sort of groan for a brief moment, and you will see as their form begins to shift once more. This time to definitely a more humanoid sort of version. Standing at about 8 feet tall, roughly. Gray skinned with that of tribal markings. You see that this woman begins to change into, I believe, hold on, let me make sure I got this right. Boom. Into that of a Goliath woman. You see, she begins to gain that of a bit of a sort of hood, and that of the clothes and her wares begin to sort of form amongst it. But as that happens, you'll begin to see as she says, "Okay, well, fine. If this is, if you just want to just sort of spread it out to that of the world, I mean, fine. If you are going to do that, at least let them know that I'm not a monster, as they all call me and all this other stuff. Oh crap."
Is just gonna quickly dash over her full 40 feet towards a all skittering to a stop, just like personal space. Very close to the edge of the water, so her tail's kind of brushing right the top. It's like cool.
She just having
That's
no idea
it.
how to react to it. It's just like having not much social skills. Just you're cool too. You see, she just mutters to herself. You don't hear this, but you just see she says, "I think I did that right."
I'm gonna walk over to this rack of fish and, like, after being painted into existence, I feel pretty hungry and my stomach starts rumbling. And I kind of look over at Oya and I'm like, "Lo, friend, is it possible I could pay you for one of these fish? I am quite hungry."
Well, I'm sure you've heard of the saying. Give a man a fish, they eat for one day. Teach a man how to fish, they eat for life. So.
You seem to be quite a skilled fisherman. There seem to be a lot of fish, and I don't see anybody else out here to catch them. So, maybe you could teach me how to fish.
I can do so. Teach you how to. Well, we have a little bit of a ice fishing area right here. I will need to sort of figure out how to work the contraption out of the igloo to make sure that we can keep this heated up so at least the ice doesn't freeze over again. But with the others really gone, I've been trying to have to sort of deal with everything myself and figure it out on the fly.
Does Pyre hear this?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, she's not.
I walk
really
over to
having it.
Pyre. I walk over to Pyre and I'm like, I don't suppose you could help out with keeping things warm.
He kind of like flips through his book a little bit, goes, I mean, maybe. I heard something about magic device, huh?
Something like that, yes. Well, I mean, I don't really understand exactly how the machinations of it work. That was more of, again, yeah, the sort of, druid sort of thing. But, oh, excuse me, not druid, well, I don't know what he called it. Whatever. Those were the other Goliaths, they're their sort of thing, but,
Shaman.
Who?
A shaman. I don't know. I'm just guessing names at this point.
Shaman. Do you mean a shaman?
Yes, there we go.
You seem very, very excitable.
Well, yeah.
Anywho, sure, we'll call him a shaman, I guess. But, yes, but, again, I need to go find them again. I need to go get them from those goddamn fucking... You see, she just begins to sort of curse under her breath for a brief moment, and then says...
Where did he go?
Hmm?
Where did they go?
Who, Aegon or the others?
The others,
The others.
the ones we want to get.
Oh, I'll stay away from there. But there's a nearby cave. I believe I've been sort of tracking them. So I believe they were sort of taken by a couple of bandits and whatnot, marauders, raiders, all that stuff. Awful people. But two of the Goliaths of, well, my tribe and whatnot went around the area at least. But I'm assuming, if anywhere, they're probably there. But you stay away from them. Something's not really right about them. I don't know.
What's wrong with them?
The
It's
bandits or your family?
the bad people.
Huh.
I don't know. It's sort of raving about some sort of gem jewel or something like that. I don't know. Something. Ever since they've been talking about that, they haven't been acting right. Sort of. How you say. Irritable. To almost an extreme, to say the least.
These are the bandits that are.
Yes.
Well, if you want your friends back, we could try to help.
But the thing is, I don't know how to put this, but they are very very capable individuals. Now, don't get me wrong, you are most capable and very powerful in your own right, but these individuals, I'm not even sure if I can deal with them. I mean, maybe, but I don't want to have to resort to violence, but you know, always being prepared just in case.
Hey,
mean, if you-
Sensei.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
You
Continue
go
on.
first.
Since no one's around me, can I just whisper that word out loud? And kind of like start like testing, like whispering it and kind of like conjuring a little bit of magic and seeing what happens, basically running tests on it.
Yeah, go for it. Do you say it? I don't know if you froze frame, but
I did.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I did.
The suspense.
That's quality. I was like, wait.
I have no idea
Either-
what just happened. So.
You basically like you had the like. I actually like. Are you gonna do it? And you just had the face like thinking about it. It was just stuck on the head.
Yeah. No. I'm like he's curious now and he's gonna start like running tests, like no one's around him or like far enough away that they won't hear him, so he's gonna whisper it and kind of start like tinkering over to the side.
Okay. Say the word.
See, now I don't want to. but I committed to it.
I'm
So,
sorry, I'm just laughing about the other.
Oh, okay. He whispers, he goes, Elysian? And he's kind of like sparking some like fire in his hands.
Oh boy. 1 second.
Oh.
Okay. Alright. Pyre. Make the highest saving throw you have.
Shit. Okay. My highest saving throw?
Yep, the highest one you've got.
Oh, well. I did.
Oh no.
12. Alright. What level are you? 1? Okay.
Level 1.
Ugh, that's not looking too good, but oh god, okay. How much health do you have?
6.
Dear lord, this is gonna hurt. And it's gonna hurt a lot.
We don't do overkill, right?
We don't do overkill, that's not the thing that I'm worried about. But you're
Okay,
good.
that's good.
So the good news is, you're alive. That's the
Oh.
good news. Bad news is, you're level 1. You're a wizard. This is about to hurt like hell. And also, everyone would also see this. Oh dear God. How many characters do you have also?
Me? Just one.
Just one, okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
let's-
you guys watch as Pyre begins, is just sort of feeling around, just sort of minding on his business, and you see as he nearly collapses to the ground, and as he begins to do so, you watch as his entire form begins to slowly turn to that of almost an astral light. You see as it begins to go and course amongst his entire body, different colors of blue, greens, and purples, and more. And as it begins to happen, it stops directly towards that of your neck. And as it happens, you take 5 points of astral damage.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh boy. That being said, I am assuming you drop down to that of your knees, immediately just sort of writhing in pain. Oop, hold up, I got you. And as you guys see this, you see as Oya begins to just sort of immediately just grab that of her great axe almost out of reaction instinct, or by instincts. What are you guys all doing?
Just run towards him.
Yeah,
And that's
I
what the
also
hell
run
happened.
Hold on, stand, is he corrupt? Fuck. As this begins to happen, you see as she begins to just sort of look down towards her hand and just begins to sort of cover it up for a brief moment in time, and just begins to walk over. That said, what are you guys all doing?
What happened? Staring him in the eyes.
Nothing at all.
Why are you
Yeah, I'm not
lying?
gonna-
He's
Something
just
must
gonna
have
be.
happened.
He's just gonna be quiet as he's like breathing really heavily. Like, I wasn't expecting that. Like in his head.
Yeah, I kneel down and I'm just like trying to check and make sure he's okay. I'm like, I kind of look over to Thor and I'm like, I don't think now is the time to be pressuring him for what happened. He's not in the best state, I don't think.
Oh, now
Question,
is the perfect
Sensei.
time to do so.
Question: Is this astral light like still on me?
Yes.
Oh, so like it's from like neck down. Like I'm
Yes.
just.
Yeah. That being said, real quick, Bjorn, you said you're administering. Were you, what exactly were you doing again?
Oh, I just knelt down to check on him to make sure he was okay.
Oh, where's this? Just like looking at him and all that.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm not touching him.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Alright, I'm like, how do I word this? Alright. That said, as this is happening, Bjorn is sort of checking them over. Thorn is asking questions. That of Groswaru, and Lika, are you guys doing anything?
Standing back.
Yeah, just looking confused what's going on here, not understanding a single thing that he sees right now.
Anth feels a tug on the bottom part of his pant leg, and you see, you know how Red Panda's kind of like look into people's pockets? She's kind of like reaching her arms up, like, can you let me get on your back kind of situation?
Sure, he reaches his hand down and just gives
She
like-
clambers up, and you now have a very warm scarf. Looking over your shoulder, going, that's scary.
Hey,
Yeah.
if you tell me what happened, I can try to help you. I think I know how.
Pyre has no idea what just happened. He goes,
How did that appear?
huh? He's probably in shock. Like legit, he has no idea what's going on. It might take him a second.
Okay.
Because me as a player, I have no idea what just happened. So
Okay, I guess I'll ask you later. And Thorin will put his hand on his face, on Pyre's face, and just use protection from evil and good.
Got it. As it begins to happen, you watch as you watch as slowly but surely the astral light begins to fade from that of your form. Takes a little bit of time, but eventually over the course of it, it will begin to your skin will begin to return to that of the sort of red flames and all that other stuff.
And now let's do the wild magic.
Oh boy, god damn it.
Uh,
Alright,
Yay!
roll a d20 real quick.
D20.
Yep, d20.
This ice about to break. This.
I'm about to die, guys.
Fireball.
Wait.
18.
Centered on
Alright.
pyre.
Okay, here's what I need you to do. I need you to roll a d1000 thorn. Fucking wild magic.
So-
625, you got it.
Does this go off before, like, the astral light is on top of me?
And if it isn't wild magic like
What is it?
oh god.
What? Wait, hold on.
we suffer today, boys.
Wait, okay, I need you to... Hey, Thorn, heads or tails?
Oh.
What?
Heads or tails?
Head.
Alright, heads it happens to you, tails it happens to Pyre.
Oh, shit.
Okay, here's what you guys see. You see as he immediately just sort of casts the spell, touching the head of Pyre, and immediately you see as or you see his thorn becomes stiff as a board, and you just see as he just pancakes onto the floor, and you look over and he is completely flattened, similar to Bjorn from earlier.
Oh
He is
no,
a
he's
2D.
2D.
on here? What?
Oh, great.
Pyre just kind of walks back from everyone. not knowing what's going on, just
So
sees
it's
him go
kind-
flat and falls over.
So it's kind of like a balloon sort of deal. He's like flat like that or whatever, like or uninflated right now, more so than like a stiff board painting sort of thing.
Am I able to talk?
Yeah, you're able to talk.
Oh,
But-
okay. Oh my fucking magic! Oh.
Did this change his weight at all?
Oh yeah. Do you go over there and like pick him up?
No, I'll use mage hand to carry him around again.
All right. You see as he just like folds like paper. He's just sort of sorted around.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll help you out here.
I love this wild magic table.
What the fuck is that table, man?
It's so dumb. But you have a 2D uninflated Thorin at the moment, so that's a thing.
Do you have any idea how long you might be this way?
I don't know. My magic is very unpredictable. Okay.
Well, that's been clear for a while now. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, what
What strange
what did you
people.
also mean? What did you also mean with the consequences of wild magic?
Don't worry about that one, buddy. I got that in my head.
Oh, you said I will find out.
Oh, the other thing. Fuck, I forgot about that. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, the other thing is, whenever you casted that spell, you also see as Thorin, as he's like in this sort of flattened state as a balloon, you also see as there's glitter on his person. Just a little bit of sparkly
Why?
dust and all that. But,
Why? What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Hey, Sensei.
Mhm.
As Pyre was suffering, the mark on his hand, does
Mhm.
it do anything weird when the astral light touched it?
Which one do you have?
The circles.
When you touched it, Out of all of the places like upon your body and whatnot, that was the one place besides your head, but that was the only place that didn't get turned astral.
Gotcha.
Well, okay. I see. This is why I just don't deal with magic. But anyway,
Listen, it is the first time it ever happened. I don't understand what the hell just happened.
I mean, this would make a hell of a show. This.
Well, I mean, you said you were part of the carnival or something, or
What?
circus.
We are not part of a carnival. What are you
Oh,
talking
you
about?
are now.
We lied about that, remember?
She believes it though. Oh, man.
Listen, they were lying to you.
I mean, I don't know what to believe anymore. Just again, out of all the people that I've had to help out, you six are definitely the strangest, but you do keep things bright and interesting, I can say the least.
Wait. Maybe I'll be able to undo this if I cast another spell.
Higher back, so.
Do you, can I move Thorin with Mage Hand to right here? Just cast it over there.
Sure thing. But okay. So, alright, so what are you doing?
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna try something.
Uh-huh.
Like I can move somehow, right? Still.
It's let me check actually. Actually no, you cannot.
So I can't even move my hands.
Not really, no. Well, they kind of like, well, I'll tell you what. You can move them, like flail them about and all this other stuff, like a wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man, but like, that's about it. You can't really like stand up and walk.
I'm gonna flap them about and try to make them touch to do thunderclap, you know?
Oh, dear lord.
Okay.
Just in front of me to see if that works to inflate myself with the sound waves.
Okay, make a or cast thunder wave.
I think Graz is suffering from inhaling a drink over there.
Is the direction of the thunder wave like random at this point? Because
It's just
Good point.
roll a d4 for me. Roll a d4. One.
You're
Roll
gonna
a d4,
destroy
don't
this
roll a
person's
one.
house.
Don't roll a 1 or a 2. A 4. Okay, it goes where it is on the map. Oh gosh, so as you sort of just flailing your arms about, just boom, immediately the thunderclap goes off, and you see as you just get sent flying directly into that of the house, you crash into it, and at this point you eventually do see, as almost like a cartoon, you kind of just slowly but surely kind of inflate like a balloon before you return back to normal Thorin. You're kind of almost upside down, just construed about, but god damn it, you're alive and you're back to normal. Shenanigans.
Frostmaiden goes over to Oya and like puts a hand on her shoulder and looks her in the eye very seriously and says, "Please send us to go save your friends so that we don't destroy your home. Please, please."
Uh-huh. I'll tell you what. First things first here. You back on track and whatnot. Lika, you said you needed, to make this herbalism kit. Here, go. Before you do that, Roswell, here, I just want to make sure that at least you are, well, prepared for this. Go to the woods and whatnot. See if you can find some animals, hunt them down, skin them, return back with leather, If you're able to do that, then I will tell you where the cave is. Does that sound like a deal?
Perfect. It's a deal.
That being said,
Pyre, is he like cool now? Like, is the astral light kind of
Yeah, he's
dissipated
good.
at this point?
he's good.
Okay. Okay. There's like 3 quick things, okay?
Mhm.
The first one, while I still have like the astral light, I open and start reading the page. Does anything else appear on the page as now I have this corruption, I'm assuming, on me?
No. I mean, the words do begin to light, but you're not able to understand them,
Okay.
you know?
I guess, okay. Okay. I really want to do something, but I think it's gonna be real dumb if I do it. I really just...
Ah, yes, the Auroraverse in a nutshell. Go for it.
Are people approaching me as I'm like in this middle, like in the back behind here?
I mean, I don't know, are they?
I'm approaching because I will not talk to you.
They're like, wait, and he steps back another 10, 15 feet, pulls out a piece of paper,
What are you doing?
pulls out a piece of paper, and writes the word on the paper and see if anything happens.
Chase him down.
I think Anthrax is just ready to cast sleep in case Thorin starts to use spells.
So you guys just see as
away from you.
So you guys just see as they're just sort of chasing out, or Pyre's just running around the camp, just being chased by that of Thorin across the way. It's just like, wait, come back! Come back!
League is gonna turn to Grosrarl from having been like unceremoniously dumped from her perch initially, and then looks right over at the 2 other brick and go, "Things are weird."
Yeah.
Which way's the forest, Miss Oya?
It's that way. And she'll point to the right, or point to the left. Excuse
My right or my right?
So, this way.
Okay. Okay. I'll look over at Miss Grosrarl. While they're having go around the fishing hole, although that looks quite fun, feel like going on a picnic.
A picnic?
In the woods.
Like a hunting picnic?
Mm-hmm. I want to see if they've got berries in the woods. I don't really eat meat.
Okay. Well, here, if you are, have any of you ever hunted before? At least the rules have changed. Never mind. I kind of already know that question. Well, when I mean hunt, I mean hunted in the tiger sense. Your sort of thing.
No.
Okay. Well, let me explain. Well, if you 2 are done playing tag, I guess. Is that what they're doing?
Does anything happen when I write it on a piece of paper?
Well, keep in mind, are you able... I'll tell you what, make a sleight of hand check, because this is while Thorn is, like, chasing after you, so you're writing on a piece of paper while running away for your life, so it's just like... It's just chicken scratch, it scribbles.
Wait.
He's gonna stop and then write it. Like, if he can't write it running, he's just gonna be like, okay, and he's gonna stop and write it real quick.
As he stops, I'm gonna cast Mold Earth on Thorin's feet and like stop him in his place.
Wait, hold on, because you can make this at least up to 5 feet. Is it like just a wall, or is it like a thing to make him trip?
It's just like, no, there's like little mounds that just grow around his feet.
Okay, alright, you got it. As this happens, you're running, and then you immediately just see as these mounds begin to form. And as that happens, alright, Thorn, you write it down, or excuse me, Pyre, you write it down?
Yeah.
That said, are you being secretive of it, or are you just like...
So basically, he's gonna write it down and nothing happens, he's gonna set it on fire. And burn it.
So you write it down, you set... Thorn, make a perception check. Damn.
No. Tides of Chaos.
Tides of Chaos? Alright, reroll. Oh boy. Does that activate your wild magic when you do that?
Yes, it does.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Chaos! Let's go. Alright. Well, first off, real quick, is that your final roll? Or are you doing anything to it?
I'm adding my inspiration point to it. It's 12.
Alright.
Rime of the Frostmaiden never actually gets anywhere. They just die at some random person's camp.
Alright, I'll tell you what, Pirates, make a general another sleight of hand check for me. 12. God damn.
My is also 12.
Yeah, it's also a 12. Ah, boy. Ah, boy. You see, Thorin, you see the word or the letters EL, maybe another letter after that, and that's about it. As he, like, sets it on fire.
So nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
What did you write there?
Hold on, roll another d20 for me.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Dear lord. And then a d1000 just in case.
I accidentally rolled 2.
We take the first one regardless. 17, yep. Alright, roll a d1000. My god. Well, while that chaos is happening, is there anything else anybody else is doing? 798, Jesus.
Before Bjorn probably stopped over, Lika's gonna look for Zappy. So.
That being said, you'll see as he's just been kind of just sniffing around, just and eventually like he'll walk outside and just sort of like gazing at the entire area, just exploring.
Is Sappy chasing us as we're running around the pool?
I'd imagine he probably would be joining. He's like, oh, we're playing games, and he just start like chasing after you guys eventually. Oh boy. All right, I gotta look at your spell list. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, good to know. Okay.
Okay, what happened?
Nothing. Yet.
Okay. Fuck. Okay.
So, I assume that everyone is okay now, I think. Okay, I think.
Hey, what did you write there?
What do you mean?
I saw you writing something. EL,
No idea.
and you set it on fire.
Yeah, it's accident.
What did you do? Tell me. I saved you from the astral shit, didn't I? And I got flattened because of it.
That's a good point. That's a real good point. He just looks at it and goes,
We can always write
experiment.
it down. We can always write it down again.
Experiment gone wrong. Let's just chalk it up to that for now.
What kind of experiment?
Research. There's some research I came here to study. I decided, hey, I'll test it out. Yes, I will not be doing that again.
You see even more excitement on him. I do love research. Tell me.
Oh, when I know more, you'll know more.
What was it? What were you researching? Maybe I'll help you.
I don't know if I want to tell you right now, especially what just happened.
Tell me.
He's just
Nothing
gonna
will happen. I mean, technically, I think you're still under that spell.
Under what spell?
My spell that I casted on you.
Oh, protection of good and evil?
I saw the look in his eye. I saw it. He's like, wait.
Bad snap decision right there. He goes, oh, some random person was just talking to my head, decided to kind of recite what he was saying, and then poof.
What was being said?
I don't think I should repeat it.
Oh. Maybe you can write it down.
He goes, I don't think I should repeat it, as he's gesturing to everything on his body.
Oh. Maybe you can write it down.
Maybe.
Why won't you? You know, I can read.
I just don't want you guys to get hurt.
Read.
Oh. You know what? Okay. Alright. Pyre's like, okay, how am I gonna get out of this? He looks up and down. He just looks at you and goes, do you speak Celestial?
No.
He writes it down in Celestial, hands you a piece of paper.
Why are you like this?
Oh my god. Alright, Pyre, you get an inspiration point for that one. God damn it.
He's not trying to be an asshole, he's just trying to protect people. He's like, that hurt. I don't want that. Again.
Just tell me.
Jesus. You'll see as Miss Oya just will be like, should we just walk over towards them? And maybe like bring the
No.
conversation there, or...
No. Maybe over here.
No.
Mika's just gonna wander over this way.
Wait.
And play really quickly.
So, the Paya gave me that piece of paper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Foreign will just pocket it. Okay. I'll make sure it's translated. I just this up walks away with childlike disappointment.
Don't say it out loud if you do.
I will say it out.
Basically, Sensei, as wherever we're going from now on, he's gonna try to steal that piece of paper back without Thorin knowing.
Is this... Oh my god. Is this gonna be like... What was that one comic? It was like... I can't remember. It was like the one cartoon where they're like black and white, where they're like, I don't know, they're trying to like...
Spy versus spy?
Spy versus spy, yeah. The black spy versus the white spy and all this other stuff. It's just gonna be shenanigans like that. Like just trying to get that of the note back.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I'm here for it.
But basically, if he's discovered, he's just gonna stop until he can like take it and not be seen. That's how he's gonna do it. Like he doesn't want that information getting out, obviously.
Also, Pi, you received an inspiration point from chat as well.
Woo!
Oh my god. So, okay, so, well, I'll be honest, I'll tell this to you, or if anybody, you'll see she just speaks a little bit louder. If anybody wants to listen, well, listen now, because I need to go and get things done. So...
Oh, listen. I like to listen.
Good.
With renewed childlike enthusiasm, he just comes over.
You'll see as, like, Zappy will just sort of blink directly into your, like, right beside you, Thorin.
We'll just go to his knees towards Zappy and try to pet him.
You got it. That being said, so if you're going to deal with, or if you're going hunting and whatnot, then it's time for, I guess, at least your first wild hunt, if you want to call it that, or whatnot. At least that's what we Goliaths call it. So, that being said, there's typically, though there's 6 or 7 of you looking towards Zappy. Typically, there's 4 different roles to take on. These roles are, at least what we call them, are Trailblazer, Scout, Spotter, and then Artisan. So, I'll go over each one. We have your Trailblazer. They're typically the one who decides where the party goes, you know? They sort of lay that of the land and sort of lead them in the right direction, make sure everyone's staying on track and all this other stuff. Making sure to avoid any different types of complications and, you know, all that other stuff. Then you have, well, that of the Scout. The Scout is the front runner of the group. They typically lighter, more nimble ones or stealthier ones. They quietly scout areas or ahead and typically report back their findings and whatnot. Though it's not unheard of them waiting for the group to sort of reach them instead, rather than just them returning. Third, you have the Spotter. Well, that is the person responsible for keeping an eye out while the rest of the group focuses on their task. Noticing things maybe that the Scouts have missed or other sort of problems sort of arising and whatnot. And then, well, we have the Artisan. Well, that is simply, to put it lightly, typically they're the person who is bestowing boons and buffs, typically amongst them, through that of, well, cooking and some refer to him as the head chef, whatever you want to call him. We just call him the Artisan. But they make sure everyone's rested and make sure that they've bestowed upon their boons and buffed up beforehand, before the hunt starts. Now, granted, there are 7 of you, so there'll probably be 2 or 3 of the same role. That being said, each and every single role is essential to this. Who's doing what?
I believe I could take the role as Artisan.
There we go, Artisan right there. Alright. Who else?
I don't know. Can you go through the roles again?
So, Trailblazer. That is, again, leader, making sure that they, leading that of the pack in the charge. Scouts, scouting up ahead, going, further, putting themselves in the thick of danger, but reporting back while being stealthy and nimble. Spotter, keeping an eye out on things, and then Artisan, providing boons and whatnot before the hunt.
I don't think I'm able to do any of it.
Really? You'd be surprised. Well, what are you good at?
I don't know.
What? What? You're good at. You have to be good at something.
I don't know.
Turning yourself into a balloon.
You didn't do that. That was cool.
Definitely good at chaos.
I guess that word right. Cool.
I don't know what I know. Does that make sense?
You're a good pancake and you make sparkles, so I think that's a skill.
You clap very loudly.
I can be a scout.
Alright, so Lika is a scout. Alright, what about everyone else? Oh, you're muted.
Yep. I can be Trailblazer, because I can navigate and stuff.
You got it? Roswaran, being a trailblazer. You still need that of a spotter.
Lika's gonna go look over at Mr. Bjorn and be like, Mr. Bjorn can do stuff.
Well, I am already the Artisan, Lika.
Ah,
I feel like my crafting skills could come in handy.
you think you can teach me how to heal?
The only healing I know is of druidic-like, and that's still not quite my specialty, but I can see what I can do.
Okay.
No, don't worry too much about learning to heal. I will be able to teach you once you get the supplies necessary. Don't worry. That said, anything that you... Go ahead.
I'm not as good as it, but I can look out.
Fair enough. Alright,
I'll be
so...
the spotter.
Pyre will be the spotter. Okay. So, all the roles are set. Is there anything that you'd like to do, Anth or Thorn?
I was thinking of being a scout too, but I don't know if there's necessary to have 2.
There's nothing wrong with having more than one. Typically.
Yeah.
You never know
think
when
it's
you'll
best
end up
if
going
we-
into danger and something happens. Have somebody to have your back.
So, yeah. So we shall be the scout squad.
Alright, so Anth's a scout. And Thorn, are you sure there's still nothing that you... I believe that you could assist with?
I don't know. I don't know.
Fire looks at Thorn. Come on, help me.
Okay, I'll help him.
Alright. And 2 spotters right there. There you go. So, that being said, a couple of things and whatnot. Bjorn, come with me real quick for a moment. Boy, oh goodness, I hate to do this, but this is why I typically just make all the food, or I just eat the food raw, and I don't have to deal with any of this, or anything like fire, or anything like that, but,
Does Pyre hear this?
Yeah. Yeah.
You just see like a single fire tear kind of like fall down his cheek.
Oh, buddy. And anything like that, but, here, let me explain. Do you have any food at all? Any food resources or stocks? Checks.
Just a little bit.
Rime the Frostmaiden. 0 out of 5
lost.
food. Oh no. Oh
Oh,
god.
oh no. I thought
Don't we
had
have
something.
starting rations?
Yeah.
You can put all those together. Who has starting rations and whatnot?
I have rations.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I have 8.
8. Okay, we're gonna combine all this stuff because I changed the way how rations and food works, obviously, in voting and whatnot. Because that's just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the general rules is written. Okay, between all of you, between 5 individuals, you would have a total of 3 of the food resource. Or excuse me, it rounds down, 2 of the food resource. Now, to explain this real quick, now as you guys are like sort of transitioning into everything and whatnot, keep in mind, you need to essentially have, because this is a party of 6, you need to accommodate for having 6 food resources per day to be able to feed yourselves, at that time. Granted, getting food is going to be a lot easier than, like, again, just sort of putting all the rations together. This is just for this one moment in time to sort of convert the mechanics over and yada yada yada. Because again, voting is survival to an extent. That being said, granted right now, you guys as a party can only hold up to 5 items and whatnot. Or 5 of a stock.
Oh,
as
so
I
someone
explained
will go hungry. Because it's
right
6 of
now,
us.
until you guys are able to make rucksacks or have a base or something to store leftover resources as well to increase your storage from just that of 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10 or whatever, you know. But you guys are going to need to look into being able to have multiple things or grab multiple rucksacks to be able to carry these resources. Or, hey, screw it, if you really want to, establish a base of operations and make a village or town or something. I don't know, go crazy. But yeah. That being said, so let me bring out these. Bjorn, one moment, please. All right.
Our backpacks don't count towards that, right?
No, these are rucksacks and whatnot. They will count towards it and being able to make one. So 2 backpacks will be able to count as 1 rucksack if you want to do it that way.
Okay.
This is again just the conversion, all that stuff. Everything else is will be pretty simplistic and straightforward.
Okay.
That said, okay, well here, this will give at least him a bit of time to rest. So, here's what I need you to do. All right, let me explain all of these sort of mechanics. I'm going to give you a list of things that you can choose to create, Bjorn. Now, granted, you have no idea how these things work and function, but each and every single one of these items on this list can produce a different effect. In order to figure out what those effects are, you have to actually make them, consume them, and figure out what they are, and all this other stuff. So, that being said, you're going to have to check off that of the list over and over and over. Granted, to make the food, because you can still fail, you got to make, I believe, make sure... This is blah blah blah. Is it a wisdom check or a survival check? It is a wisdom check, straight wisdom. against the DC of the food. So obviously different dishes are a lot more complicated than others and all that sort of stuff. But if you have cooking utensils or anything like that, or proficiency in that, you may add your proficiency bonus to that of the check. All right. Granted, you can always just learn how to be good at cooking utensils if you ever want to down the line, but yeah. All right, so I'm going to give you this list, and there is a lot of it. Now, the cool thing about, for simplicity's sake, you don't have to worry about having like this specific resource to make this specific dish. Well, some of them, but not always. You won't really have to worry about that in the beginning phases. But I'm gonna post this in the in-game content chat, and you guys can decide as a group, or you can decide yourself what you want to make. All right. In-game content chat. Oop. That's the first part. Hey, I leveled up. And then this is the second one. Maybe cut off at the second one a little bit, but that's fine. Here, I can screenshot that one a little bit better. Alright. And these mechanics were helped, or were made and helped, well, they were helped made by another player across another campaign, being Sean from the Sands of Sin campaign. For his character. He also, well, he doesn't play Bearkin in that campaign, but it was for his Bearkin character, before. There we go. Alright, that said, what would you like to try to experiment and make, Bjorn?
Wild bacon. Oh, sorry.
You can discuss it as a group if you want to.
Just out of curiosity, did that fish that we mind severed rise up finally?
Oh yeah, I would have eventually.
Cool. Lika's gonna go there and just scoop it out with her little paws. The moment she sees it, and she'll be like,
Easy enough. It's a small fish, but it's a pretty good one. It'll definitely feed someone. That is another food resource right there.
and she will go directly to where they are, drop the fish, and then run all the way back to where Groswarl is and be like, see? Scoop it out. All we have to do. Scoop it out.
Great job. She like pats her on the head, not in a like patronizing way, but in a like genuine like, you did really good.
It seems like wild bacon has some interest behind it, but I don't know if we can make bacon out of fish.
So the cool thing about it is you don't have to worry about it. I'll explain why in a minute. But you can just choose anything on the list that you want. Don't even need to worry about the resources. Trust me, you'll see why.
That doesn't matter to me, whatever. Roll a dice.
We get some carefree yogurt. Like young potato.
So you can only, oh, I guess to preface, you can only make one per this short rest. But, yeah, choice is yours.
Wild bacon does sound nice.
Alright. Wild bacon it is. Okay, buddy, I need you to do this. Unless, I need you to make that of a wisdom check for me. Are you proficient in cooking utensils or no?
No.
Alright, so make just a simple wisdom check for me. Ooh, that's really good. 21? Oh boy. Alright, so as you're able to crab that of the bacon cooking it, here's what you guys see. Oh boy. One moment. We'll get this one. You see as you begin to just sort of place that of your food or that of your food resources into that of a simple sort of pot made by or brought out by that of or Miss Oya, you're able to see as a figure begins to appear beside you. And you see as this happens, this little individual begins to appear. Wait, hold up. And lost connection. Hold on 1 second. Place the token.
It's a palico.
Give it a second. The server is acting dumb. I can explain in the meantime. But you eventually see that of a sort of small spherical figure. He seems to be blue in nature with these two sort of fins. And he seems to have that of like a little bit of a chef's kind of hat on. And you see as you begin to sort of place that of, I wish I would have got the thing prepared for beforehand or whatever, the specific one. His Matt made it. But you see as he has like a little bit of a small, tiny little cooking pan, and you see as he's just sort of almost immediately taking that of the food and just sort of flipping it and cooking it right in front of your eyes. And as it begins to happen, you see as it begins to slowly dissipate before it appears before you as wild bacon. That being said, with your 21, you're able to learn that of the nature of it, and you'll also be able to add that into your memory, or excuse me, you're able to learn exactly how to make it even faster and more efficient than usual without having to sort of expend as many resources. Now, granted, you do expend that of the one food resource that you had from earlier, but you are able to do this. Okay, let's see.
Hey, Sensei, just so you know, I had a little power blip, so the server needs to be rebooted.
Gotcha. Okay.
It'll be done in a second.
Okie. I can do this or write this down in my head anyways. Okay, so here's what wild bacon does for all of you. Wild bacon does this. Anybody who consumes this on a short rest, they have their speed or their walking speed increased by 5 feet. There you go. There you go.
So is this enough for like all of us to have some, or is it just one person?
Let's see. Let me make sure. From the food resource necessary to make the item. Let me check. Calculating blah blah blah. Granted, you're gonna need more for everybody else, because you only have the one food resource. But you can at least give this to probably one person, be able to call it a day for that. But you're in the processes of it, of learning how to do it. You know.
Cool.
Alrighty. Well, while that is happening, is there anything you guys are trying to do beforehand, before you guys go on that of this sort of hunts?
Are there any sticks around, like anything that would look like a quarterstaff?
Around here? Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to make your own sort of stick, but you could probably find something. You'd probably have to make your own stick out of something already made out of wood, you know? But there isn't just really like a stick abundant. Actually, is there one over here? No.
Server's
Those
back
fishing
up.
spears.
Okay. Yeah, like you have a fishing. Yeah, you could use one of the fishing spears or anything like that, but not like just a general stick.
Then she's not gonna worry about it then.
Okay. All right.
Is Bemrod back here?
Not yet.
Alright. Well,
You
I
guys-
think
You
Then
guys might
it's-
have to refresh if something's going wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna refresh one at a time. We'll refresh the DMs thing.
That was my bad.
No, you're good. Alrighty. It's refreshing. But yeah, is there anything else you guys are trying to do? Or is that all?
no, I have an idea what I want to do, but if Bemrod's not here yet, then I'm ready to go. Or okay.
There you go. Well, asking you shall receive.
And would go to Thorin, and I assume he saw the exchange going on down here when they when Pyre gave Thorin a whole note with the celestial writing. So, and would like to talk to Thorin, and can I see that note he gave you? I would like to make a copy of it to have multiples.
Oh, you want to make a copy?
Yes.
Do you know Celestial?
No. Trace it.
Well, we don't really need to know our language to, make a copy out of it. Kinda.
But do you hand a note to me to make a copy of?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to trace it, but use minor illusion to fill a blank note with the same text. And do I need to make a sleight of hand check to hand illusion one back to Thorin?
If you're trying to hide that you're casting magic, you'll need to make a sleight of hand check. If you're
Alright.
just casting the magic or whatever, it could be anything. Then you would need then it will go towards that of Thorin and whatnot, and I'll tell him what he needs to make instead.
Alright, so yeah, I would like to like use minor illusion to make a copy that will just turn into a blank in a minute.
Alright. That said, Thorin, as you are handed back the piece of paper, make an Arcana check real quick.
Does Pyre see any of this?
Perception check and make a sleight of hand check. What's your DC? It is 14.
Alright, I think I need to refresh.
Oh yeah, you need to reload. Yeah, seems to be normal.
Yeah.
Seems to be on the up and up.
Okay.
Alright, oh, do the music. There it is.
Do you just keep the note then?
Then I would have the original that you made. If this goes through.
I'm not right next to you, so Pyre has no idea. He still thinks he has the original note.
Well, that's interesting.
If you translate it, if you translate that copy, let me know what it means, okay? I need to know.
Yeah, of course. That's my intention. More the merrier, easier to get to our goals.
If I get it, I'll let you know as well, okay?
Yeah, definitely.
To be fair, I'll just let everyone know.
Alright. I'm still loading back in.
Alright. So that is all happening. Anybody else before you guys head out?
Hey, Miss Grasraro. Ready to beat something, have you?
What?
I'm ready to beat something up. You?
Oh, yes. Yep, definitely misheard that. Yes, ready to
Me
go.
too.
Oh, okay. She just copies.
You got it. You got
We
it.
have
Just
like
sort of
this
flexing.
giant bear, and then like a little bear, and we're both just like flexing. We're just like.
I need Finn to draw this. Oh my god.
Did you still need me to make a sleight of hand check?
Yes. And then Pyre, I need you to make a perception check.
Ooh,
Good luck.
ooh.
That's a good answer. Alright, so Pyre, I mean, the ball's in your park at the moment. If you really want to be it, if you really want to do that, you can drop an inspiration point or something. I mean, shit, you did get one or two. But I mean, that's if you really, really want to do it. Looks at sheet. Damn.
Do I? So wait, what? So just so I know what's transpiring, I potentially would see Thorin hand the note to Bjorn
No, Anthrax.
Or
or Anthrax. Sorry.
Yep.
To Anthrax. Anthrax casts something, and then gives back the note to Thorin.
Well, this is to see if you see him casting something in the first place.
Okay. I don't know.
He's plotting. He's like, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, he does. I add 1 inspiration point.
All right. Are you trying to meet the DC or are you trying to beat it? Oh, they freeze again. Every time it's just like this anticipation of like, wait.
It's in such a natural moment.
He's got to be doing it on purpose. No, I'm kidding. All right. That said, all right.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, what?
What's up?
Oh, never. I just got a new alert on Foundry that connection lost to the server.
Oh, might have happened again.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it
I
happened
got
to
the
me
same.
again.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, yeah.
Technical difficulties.
Unfortunate. Oh, I can't. Okay, well, I can at least do this. Well, in the meantime, you guys can at least see stuff. You guys can just you can still hear music and stuff like that, right? Yeah, okay. I
Yeah.
thought so. Alright. So, if that is the case, you will, see as... Or Miss Oya will begin to walk over and... keeping her distance from Pyre, but just saying, you are a mage and all that stuff. If I remember, so I mean, again, I don't really know too much about magic or anything like that, and all those sort of stuffs, but, at the least, I do know that mages, they have this sort of, like, signature sort of thing or something like that, like the signature spell or something. Is the little mind thingy or the clap thingy, is that your signature spell, or I don't know what I'm talking about. Am I completely off?
I think there are other people who can do it. I mean, it's just magic, right?
No, I mean, like, they have this sort of signature sort of thing, like, Aegon, High Fist of the Gotha Kageani clan, he basically decided to make his own sort of spell. It was like a sort of, it was like a sort of lightning-based one. It was really, pretty, but very dangerous. He would, like, sort of conjure or shoot out bits of lightning bolts and then make them all converge on one sort of thing. It was kind of scary. It almost reminded me of the Stormbird, and all that sort of stuff, but I mean, that was his specialty. Did you have one?
No. I should probably try that.
Well, you can always try, well, now or afterwards and such, but I mean, again, the choice is yours. But, that being said, what about, you, Bjorn, was it?
I don't really have a special spell, but I'm a druid. I work with metal.
I see. Well, that being said, well, if that is the case, then I believe that we are ready to go, and everyone's eaten. They have done what they need to do. But at this point, oh boy, hold on. I need to test one thing out, because if I can do this at the least, even with the server down, then we're good to go. I'm going to try something real quick. Bear with me for a minute. I'm going to play that of the intro song, and you tell me if you can hear it, at least. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry. Nah, it doesn't even let me hit the play button. Okay. I think I can... boy. I think we'll wait till Pyre gets back for that sort of thing. But in the meantime, yeah, we'll just kind of like stall and whatnot and wait for him. So if there's any conversations or any things that you guys want to have or look into, whether it be sort of learning how to craft or anything like that, now is the time to do so while we wait for that of Fish to get back and be able to just restart that at the server and everything.
Can Zappy come with us on the hunt?
Sure, if you want him to. Do you want to teach him how to hunt?
Yes.
Yeah. He's not a puppy. Well, okay, he's that stage between like puppy and like actual dog, you know? So he can do it. If you want. You going towards Zappy, you see as he is just sort of barking about, or barking every now and again, you see as he does so, this sort of just strange little purple lightning sort of ball begins to sort of form into out of his mouth and then just begins to just sort of sputter out. No effect or nothing happening. See as he's like almost conjuring something. He's not able to really use it or control it at the moment.
Yet.
That being said, are you guys doing anything? As you just sort of see him, like, just sort of, like, literally doing zappy things. I'll be honest with you, like, blinking over to the side, blinking on somebody's shoulder, nearly tripping over somebody or something like that. Is there anything you're doing with him?
I'm literally running after Zappy.
You'll see as it'll try to turn into like that of a sort of tag thing where you'll just chase after him. He'll just blink away and blink behind you and start barking and then just start chasing after you. You guys just sort of repeat this sort of process.
I'm gonna approach Anthrax very carefully, like trying not to show that I'm nearby, just while everything is going on, chaos and whatnot, and then I'll just kind of nudge him with the elbow. Like, "Hey, Mr. Anth,
Yes.
you can't do magic that makes cream puffs, right?"
Mm, well, I
Because
I-
you don't need to. You
I
don't
can
need.
I can use magic that makes you think there are some, but no, I can make any actual ones. So.
You're way cooler than Mr. Cool, Mr. Not so cool guy over there.
I think so too.
Way cooler. 1000%. I changed my mind. I gave him a nickname. It's really important.
Yeah, definitely. Nicknames are always
Mm.
on priority lists, on very high up.
Do you know their names? Because I feel like maybe I shouldn't give them too many names. It might be a problem.
Mm, yeah, it's alright if you stick to one or two per person. It should be alright. It should be. It doesn't know if they know what you call them.
Good at keeping secrets.
Well,
Maybe I should stick to their names. You know
well,
their names?
that's always an option, but doesn't seem like a thing you do. It's
Oh, no, but I don't know their names.
oh, that's alright. That's alright. As long as I know who you're talking about, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
I'm sure.
okay. Whew. Okay. I'm kind of hungry, and I don't think that's enough food over there. You know how to hunt?
Ooh. Well, this hunt for food isn't exactly what I'm used to hunting, but I suppose it's a good time to learn. It's,
You know about scouting? Are we scouting ahead? Is that what we do?
yeah, I mean that should be easy, you know. Just don't be seen and
Okay.
see everything that you can see. It's
But I
pretty
do.
much.
In front of you, Lika, the moment you say don't be seen, she does a full ninja red panda pose. Like she goes hop, 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 like that. She buries
Exactly
herself
like that.
into the snow, drifting like that.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. You can't see me, right? I look like a lump of rock. She curls herself inside, but
mean,
you can see the rings on her tail.
I'm sure most can, but I'm just extremely good with my vision, so I can.
Okay. I can do this.
Yeah.
That being said. Oh yeah, we'll eventually walk over to Groswarl and just say, so... I'm probably just saying this to everybody who'd listen. So what have... You kind of briefly explained this, but what exactly did you all see so far in the taiga? Anything that stands out, or anything like that?
A lot of undead.
Yeah, I think that was covered already.
Creatures, nothing... And you sure that you didn't see anything sort of... Any animals or any... sort of weird machines or anything like that?
There was a wreck of a ship where we were next to.
with that. Hmm. Anything with that, what's it called? I guess the memory sort of phased me. Any other caves or anything like that? Any sort of strange things about,
We did see the tower. We saw the one tower that was kind of knocked down.
Tower?
Oh yeah, the tower.
Mm.
Maybe it was a lighthouse. Who knows? At some point.
Oh, you mean the one... Oh, I know which one you're talking about. The tower is kind of on the coast and all that stuff, kind of off to the side. Yeah, so... Oh, that was... Oh, you just passed by there, or did you actually go inside?
We were kinda next to it.
I definitely say be careful of that area. Just in case, well, it was kind of destroyed by, well, out of the Skybird and Stormbird or whatever you want to call it.
What's that?
It's, well, to say the least, it's kind of what it sounds like. It's a bird, it's in the sky, but it is not made of flesh, I'll tell you that much, and feathers. It is, well, completely sort of mechanized. Almost like a machine. I'll tell you, you'll definitely know when you see it. It is massive in size.
Oh, I want to see it.
You don't want to see it.
You
promise
don't
I
want
wanna
to see it.
You,
Oh, I want to see it.
you don't want to see it.
Oh yeah, to the
I
best
think
of
I
your-
know better what I want.
And just looks at Thorin like after that. I don't think so. I don't think he knows what he wants.
But yeah. So it's essentially it shoots out lightning and other things. Like even that of its screech can sort of light up that of the sky, and course it with the lightning and whatnot. It's
I turn to Oya and I ask her, I'm like, could you detail the type of machinery that this bird is made of?
Oh, I mean, it's like the others and whatnot, like all the other types of machines and whatnot prowling about, but, I mean, I'm not the smartest one, so,
Do you know where they came from?
where they came from, no idea. I just know they weren't always there. More and more of them are sort of being abundant now, and less, well, actual animals and wildlife are sort of prowling around.
Do you know who made them?
Can't say I do.
Do you know who controls them?
That's a lot of questions, but I sadly don't really know answer to any of them.
Oh, damn it.
And would like to ask that. Have you seen any people around with kind of odd markings on their palms?
Oh yeah, markings. Foreign will instantly
Oh shit!
Oh man. She will be like,
Definitely doesn't know what he wants.
is. Are you sure you guys aren't a part of like a sort of, I don't know how to explain it, like a cult or something? I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
This appeared supposedly when we got out of the ice. To be fair, I don't remember much before we got out of the ice.
That's what
I think
they
a
all
cult
say,
is
but
a-
okay.
What do you mean?
Cult-
Nothing. Don't worry about it. You're fine.
Oh, I do worry about it.
Do you know anything about these marks?
No, I've only just seen them. I've heard stories, but, well,
What are the stories?
Can I insight check that?
yeah, make an insight check.
Oh, right.
Oh right,
Oh, yeah.
no, I won't be.
Alright, here's what I
Just
need you
the
to do. Okay, hold on, I gotcha. The cool thing is I can still pull up your character sheet at the least. Haha. All right. Boom. Let me see if Avribot works, and it's in here. It is not. It does not have the Rime of the Frostmaiden thing.
Give it.
Yeah, give me one moment. Rime of the Frostmaiden. Hi, Avery. How's it going?
Oh, I'll just roll on.
If you have actual dice, you get to roll them, the real ones now. I think it's...
Yeah.
Exclamation point. Haha, I figured it out. Exclamation point, roll d20, and for you, Anth, it is a +2.
Yeah. Do I roll on my own, or is that my roll?
Oh, you, no, you roll on your own.
So it was
said
exclamation mark roll.
D20 and then +2. Rick was like, hey, I'll take that natural 19.
Is there any spaces in there?
No, not between the D20 and +2. You can just copy and paste the command pretty much. That's not bad. 19.
Okay. Huh?
From what you can tell, she doesn't seem to be. She seems to be holding stuff back, but about the mark, she seems genuinely like she has no idea what it's about. She definitely knows at least one story or something about it, but not much at all.
Yeah. Okay. So and just won't go any further. Just thinks that he won't. He will get back to that later on, but.
So, what stories do you know?
Just ask it anyway.
Yeah. No, I mean, she said she knows stories. So.
Yeah.
Still holding up the hand.
Which one or which mark do you have again?
The purple square.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I mean, markings on hands. I mean, most that I know is that there was one other person, or at least he's rumored to have one. Oh boy. I will wait for one moment to explain this. You will see why in a moment. But,
Okay.
or actually, I think it is fine. I think it should be fine. She will explain it anyways, and you guys can just explain it back to Groswall as well. But, there was one person, I believe. Oh, they can hear the headphones wireless. Yeah, the perks. But there was one individual. He was they call him, at least from what I know. I don't really go inland and whatnot, but they call him the Astral King, if you will. He's a minotaur of the sorts. From what I can tell. Across all of, well, the entire taiga, he really... Or granted, compared to that of the other individuals and whatnot, at least from what I heard or remember, he kind of watches over all the other sort of smaller tribes. Now, granted, I haven't ever talked to him. I don't even know if he's alive anymore, due to everything that's happened. But, I remember the stories of him saying, or him having some sort of mark on the palm of his hand. Seemed, I don't remember what it was, but it was something about it.
You know where it is? Where he is?
Right now, no. I know the general area, like the direction of where he would be. That's like where his sort of hall would be.
Oh yes,
Anything.
please. Tell me.
You have a map?
No.
Oh. She'll point that way, which doesn't really mean much to you.
I still look which way she points.
He's right there. Somewhere.
I'm making a mental note.
That's a minotaur, braided beard, all that stuff. Sort of nasty sort of scar from what I've heard, the stories. Kind of like, marked in a astral light, kind of like what happened with you. Over there, pointing towards Pyre. It's, other than that, I mean, not really, I don't really know much about him. Oh. I think.
Oh yeah.
Hmm?
Sorry. What can we find in the forest?
Trees. But, I mean, are you looking for something specific, or?
Danger?
I mean, it really just depends. I mean, you could run into that horde from before, or another one like them. There are other sort of wild beasts that you can sort of stumble across. Wolves is probably the most likely one, if anything. There's a couple of, well, wild bears and other things that are protective. Not as developed as the bearkin or anything like that, but one that haven't been met with Karametra's blessing, or Karanos' fury. That being said, Groswarl and Groswarl, make a history check for me. Or a religion check, your choice. So you can just simply copy and paste the command. Oh boy.
Yep.
Oh boy. You said the magic words in chat. Ah, boy. Sammy, make the highest saving throw you have. Oh boy.
Oh, yep.
I figured.
Yep. Okay. Sorry, can you tell me how to roll
I gotcha.
here?
Here's what you're gonna do. You're going to basically copy and paste this. And remove the quotation marks. Put in space. And for you, your highest saving throw, because I'm assuming you want to use the highest one, would be strength. So you're going to roll a d20 plus 4. So it's gonna be basically copy and paste that little command right there.
Beautiful, thank you.
Oh boy, please don't fail. Is
Wow.
that all you got?
What?
Is that all you got?
Can I give her some of my inspiration?
How much you got?
I've got 4.
I've also got 4.
Who's throwing it towards it?
I
I'll-
would like to give her 2 of my 4, if that's okay.
Well, keep in mind it's only one person who's giving the inspiration points and how much.
Oh, I see.
I'll use all my 4. I appreciate it very much. But I got myself into this. So
Oh boy. All right. So here's what happens. Roswarl. You're alone. Oh my god. Here we go again. It's happening again. So here's what happens. You see as Groswarl, your form begins to sort of course within an astral light once more, specifically starting with the arm. And as it happens, you see as it begins to slowly writhe up towards that of your neck and then stop for a brief moment. And you see as a vision begins to pass, several in fact. Oh boy. You see yourself, or not really yourself, but something. It's almost as if you're like looking through the eyes of something or someone. And you see several individuals, a sort of next to that of a cart, kind of outside that of a house. And you see as some of them are dressed a little bit more extravagantly than others. A handful of just sort of wacky individuals, if you will. You see the likes of a Kinku, even that of a orc or somewhere. But you then begin to see a minotaur, sort of laying out that of several cards and whatnot, just sort of surrounding that of multiple individuals, sort of boast or almost yelling and sort of telling something or whatnot, conversing with the individuals. And then you see as he begins to look directly at you in this vision. And you see as his eyes begin to sort of surge with electricity for a brief moment in time before you immediately become almost come back to that of your senses, to yourself for a brief moment. And you sort of sit there trying to gasp for that of your breath. And as it happens, that information is now known to you. Oh, boy. You guys all see as she just was coursing with astral light towards that of her arm, and you see she's just sort of breathing for a brief, or heavily for a brief moment.
Seeing that image again, Foreign will just run up to her. What happened? Are you okay?
I don't really know what happened. Just saw some other people.
What do you mean?
There, just saw some other people. They were in a different place. I don't know. I don't know what that was.
Oh, did Pius see different people too? I wonder.
Man.
The same thing happened. What did you do? What the hell?
I don't know. I don't know. Saw this really cool Kenku though. They seemed pretty dope. Probably spoke exclusively in vines, but I don't know. I didn't hear that.
Oh my god.
Miss Graswell, did you also have? I'm gonna look over to where Miss Oya is and everybody else, and I'm just gonna pitter patter. And then Oya probably understands, but Bear can talk. I'll be like, "Do you have these?" And like very slyly, like showing her palms to Graswell. Like, do you have?
Graswarl, I don't know how well she does it, but like she also tries to keep it sly, kind of like when you're like playing poker or something and you're like showing someone else the card, but like trying to keep it a secret from everyone else. She's just like,
Oh, welcome back, Fish.
Little fish.
Just got off the phone.
Little fish.
Everything good?
Up.
Oh, oh no!
oh no!
No,
Not
buddy!
again.
That is
No.
unlucky.
Unfortunate.
That is
No.
unlucky. Oh man. Well, I guess as you guys were. Oh man.
What was? Hold on. Was I supposed to roll something before I said the word that I didn't know was a thing?
Oh boy. Well, real quick, because I want to make sure that so I don't forget with my goldfish brain. Was Lika asking, did any of the individuals have something on their hand? Or am I crazy?
Oh, I think Lika was just asking like. Lika showed her paw, and then Grosralleral showed her paw.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh wait. Yeah, you just see, as that's happening, yeah, you just see as her entire, or Grosral's sort of hand and arm is just sort of coursing with that of an astral light, and you see where the mark is, it's just sort of writhing in that of shadows. And you see a black star.
Why if we high five with our marks while it's doing that?
You will step aside and look straight at Thorin. You go ahead.
Yeah, I take like 5 steps back.
Yep. Oh, there it is. Pyre just runs away. Oh man. That said, alright, are you guys just stepping away and all that? Okay. Or who's high-fiving?
I'm trying to high five Groswell's mark with my mark.
Alright, go for it.
Grosrarl does not want any part of this. She saw when he was a wacky waving inflatable flying 2-man. She is not about this.
Oh man. Oh man. Hey Fish, how's it going?
I'm really glad I wasn't on stream for the first like 5 minutes there because I might have just had a very, very loud screaming match about
Does
certain
she change, just
providers.
out of curiosity, does Aurora change outside of her arm? Is there anything else about her that's different we can all see?
No.
Okay.
No.
So it's just a very big glowing arm with
Uh,
her palm out.
Yeah. But that being said, oh boy. Goodness, I got lost track. Sorry about that. Okay. So, this point, so Groswell, you are trying to back up, not being a part of any of that sort of high five business, because he turned into a wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man. Don't want that, so you're backing up away from him. All right.
What happened when I was gone?
Shenanigans.
Oh yeah.
Did you translate it and then?
No.
No. That's
Oh.
still like we are still in that situation when you got the check.
Okay.
Through
Yeah, but I heard.
that's on pause.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Sorry.
Also, Fish,
I
just let me know when I
apologize.
can refresh over on the DM screen.
It is already running. You're good to go.
I will do that then.
I apologize. Like I said before, my computer crashed. Previous to this, I just got off the
So
phone.
you said that there was like
Well, hold up. What were you
there's
saying,
different
Fish?
duties. Oh.
Hold on, real quick. What were you saying, Fish?
We should be good. I just got off the phone with a representative, so.
Gotcha. Okay, go ahead, Lika.
Did I refresh my screen? Because I also can't hear a lot of people either.
Oh, yeah, refresh.
And quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Were there other duties with each of the different like scout trailblazer kind of thing?
What the Goliath woman would say is pretty much just, I mean, if there's anything else you want to do, then sure, go for it. But these are just like the basics, you know? Typically, like, well-versed or adventuring parties or wild hunt parties and all that stuff, they will... I've heard plenty of sort of things of maybe even they will go to the extent of speaking in a different language or whatnot throughout the entire hunt or something crazy like that, or only communicating in whistles, right? I mean, if whatever sort of functions, plans, strategies, and whatnot work for you all, then you'll probably, if you don't have any now, you'll probably develop them in the future.
Thank you.
Of course. Aha, I have it. Boom. Alright, so, as this happens, you guys are sort of, oh wait, let me unpause it. Or as you guys are sort of going about your thing, getting ready. As you're conversing, you just kind of hear something off in the distance. And you hear this. And as this sort of happens, you begin to hear sort of screeching sound. And as this happens, you guys all begin to look around, seeing the sort of source of it. Everybody make a perception check.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy. 2, 7, 3, 16, and you're missing 1, 2 more.
Me.
12 and Groswell. Oh, you're still loading in the foundry. I gotcha. Perception. Boop. And 8. Nah. So that between Bjorn and Pyre, you guys are looking about, and as you guys begin to see this sort of screeching, you begin to hear that of the screech once more, and with this time, you hear and see as Lightning begins to just strike down in that of a nearby area. You see as immediately lightning begins, or sort of this thunder begins to course amongst that of the sky. And you see and just hear as Oya just says, shit, and then looks out. And you guys specifically see off throughout the fog, soaring through the sky, you find a massive creature sort of flapping their gargantuan wings. They screech once more, and you see as the ground around you begins to shake and lightning courses amongst the sky once more before striking down again, piercing that of the ice below. They're about, from what you guys can tell, Bjorn specifically, with the 16 on perception, they're roughly about 300 feet out, and they're roughly headed in your direction. That being said, what are you guys doing?
I don't see anything, so I still try to high five Groswell.
Kind of like look. I look wide-eyed. I'm like, that's a big bird. And then I'm like, quick, we should extinguish the torches and head inside. We must make our presence.
Point of reference, despite the map, there are no torches lit up here.
Okay. Then let's get inside the igloo and make sure our presence is not known. Quick.
What? Why? What's going on?
There's a large bird, similar to the one that Oya has described. It's
I want to see.
You don't want to see, boy.
Aurora
must
bodily
go.
picks him up in her other hand and then walks him into the igloo.
That being said, as you see her reaching towards you, Thorn, do you try to high five right then and there?
No, it's with her other hand. She's holding this hand way up and then she's grabbing him with the other hand.
Alright, that being said, as you're doing so, you just try to pick him up. Alright, Thorn, Groswell is trying to pick you up. Do you let her or do you resist?
I resist a little bit,
Uh-huh.
but in a way so that, you know, I have a bit more space to wiggle around to high five, you know.
Enough. Alright, so that being said, I will say for the purposes of this, Groswell make an athletics check, Thorn make a sleight of hand check. Oh man. 12. Alright, Groswell, you gotta beat a 12. 18. Alright. Kind of like a child, he's just sort of flailing about trying to high five you, but he is not making purchase with it. That said, you carry him directly into into the area. You'll see as Zappy is just like looking around, just is staring at that of the thunder and lightning. And you just sees he's just sort of like panting at the moment, just looking at it. That being said, Oya is immediately going to rush through and begin to into that of the air or into that of the igloo. That being said, Lika, what are you doing at this moment in time? Oh wait, they're muted and doing all the other stuff. That being said, oh, there you go.
Hello.
Welcome back. So to preface basically what just happened was you guys saw, or as pointed out, Bjorn saw that a giant sort of creature that he was referencing, probably the thing that Oya was mentioning before. You see as all the other individuals are rushing into that of the igloo. However, Zappy is just sort of staring out towards the sky and the thunder at the moment. But what are you doing in this moment?
I'm going directly to Zappy, who is roughly taller than me, grabbing his neck a little bit and like getting him over to try to get him towards the igloo.
Make an animal handling check. 16. You sort of like are sort of grabbing towards his neck and trying to get his attention. As you do, he's just sort of looking at like wide-eyed towards the sky and just panting, but eventually he sort of like listens and begins to follow towards you. And as this happens, oh boy, here's what's next. You guys see as you wait there in that of the igloo, and as it gets closer and closer towards you all, you see as the creature itself, bird-like, but no feathers. In fact, no flesh, as she referenced from earlier. You look towards them and you see the or they seem to have sort of machinations and inner workings of a machine, highly advanced, and their bodies sort of coursing with that of electricity. You see as they begin to sort of flap their wings once more, and they screech out, and another lightning strike forms, striking more of the ice. As they begin to do so, you hear just as they're sort of soaring past and by, you hear that of it's almost sort of screaming, and it sounds something like, "Help! Let me down, someone please!" That being said, you guys are still inside the igloo. Anybody trying to look out, or are you guys trying to stay stealthy and not risk it? Your
Do
choice.
we recognize the voice?
You do not.
Groswarl is still holding me, right?
No, she's gonna like throw you down and try to go to the door to see.
Okay. Thorin is trying to peek out to see what's that noise.
All right, you peek out. Make a stealth check for me.
Our game is paused for me, by the way.
Game is paused. I got you. All right, how about now? Boom.
Yeah, it's fine.
13. All right, you believe yourself to be hidden, and you take a quick peek around that of the sort of window, or outside. You, my friend. Oh boy. You see this. All the way off to the side. And about. And you see as this massive creature is just sort of flapping its wings, and you see, look over towards it, and you watch as its eyes begin to sort of shine a bright red, and it looks directly towards somewhere in the area, towards that of the igloo. You see almost like a sort of scanner sort of thing. It's very, very strange. Begin to look around, trying to sort of scout, and you see below them, clutched between that of their talons and whatnot, that of a Goliath, flailing about trying to free themselves, but this beast is too powerful, just trying to break free, but having no effect from it. That being said, as this is happening, you see as they just stop. Oh boy, I gotta check one thing. Yeah, I thought so. You see as the creature begins to look directly towards your position, Thorin.
Oh! Just while looking at it, just Thorin just mumbles, "It's beautiful."
Until I have Finn draw this out, for now, this is what it looks like. Oh boy. Does it not have the thing? Dang it. I will get it to you in just a moment. If I can. I gotta do some friggin' back end work to make it happen. Or, I got an idea. Keep it simple, stupid. Okay. You see that of this. This is gonna be a very, very hard picture to see because it's, pretty much, oh god. It's a snipping tool and whatnot. But I'll post it at least in the in-game content chat so you can get a general idea. Those of you who played it, you guys know exactly what the hell this thing is. Yep. Yep. Oh
This.
boy.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Wow. To be fair, I kinda when you started describing them, I kinda realized.
Yep. Oh boy. That said, you see as it begins to look towards you, and you see as it actually begins to just almost dive bomb the entire area. You guys feel as it lands, it shakes all around you. Bits of things begin to sort of drop in that of the igloo's sort of shack, and you see as it just stops for a brief moment. See as it begins to sort of sniff around, looking around the entire area. It begins to get closer and closer. You see as it begins to having so just sort of clutching that of the Goliath, almost just sort of stepping onto them with each step getting closer towards the area. You see as they examine that of the water around and then look towards that of the door. That said, what are you guys saying or doing?
Kind of looking around at everybody else in the igloo, and I'm just like,
Staring.
All right. Are you
Got it.
still at the
And-
the door?
Can
Oh. Oh, go
can
ahead.
we see out of this igloo other than like are there any other slits or
Is there a
anything?
back door in this igloo?
So, a couple questions. One, there's no back door. Is there anything that you can see outside? You cannot see outside from this position. You can see there is a window here, or an equivalent, and there is another window here, or an equivalent. That being said... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Because the reason why I'm asking is because if Pyre sees this thing like staring inside the igloo, he wants to distract it by casting dancing lights as far away as the igloo, like kind of to get its attention to kind of give us an advantage of not being seen.
Well, one thing to note, everybody would be able to notice as Thorn is just like the door is kind of like cracked open, and you see as he's just staring out at the moment. So if you guys and you see as like through the cracks of the door, you see as the creature is approaching. Are you guys doing anything? Is this getting closer and closer?
Can Grozwarl just like reach out and just like pull him back very slowly?
Do you let her?
Yeah.
All right, you got it. As you do, you just slowly close the door, or what do? Make a stealth check, Grozwarl.
Oh.
Can I assist by like causing a distraction outside with dancing
Yeah.
lights?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
what I'll do.
15, casting that of the dancing lights. One moment. All right, let me get the
120 feet away, probably in the that's kind of like the ops direction of where it's looking at us if we can.
120 feet. Let's do some measurements.
Pretty sure it's 120
Yeah,
feet.
you
let me
could
make
you
sure.
get there.
Yeah.
Definitely get there. About right here. All right. So, as you conjure that of the dancing lights, you see as though they're behind it, you got to figure out a way how to get it to look towards the lights, as it's dead set looking at you guys in front of it. So how are you getting it to turn around to get distracted by that of the lights around? Unless you want to just place it at a different location.
Well, can I place them in like a line where as soon as it's like looking at it, I just move them? So like in the field of vision, and then kind of like lead it to turn around and then disappear.
Yeah, I'll allow that. You can do that. So like putting it like, let's say right here in like in its field of vision, and then just moving it backwards.
Yeah. To just
Gotcha,
make
gotcha.
it turn, and once it's turned away, just let him go.
All right. At this point, you see as it begins to... Oh, whoops, wrong person. You see as it begins to look over off to the side, like at that of the lights. You see as it begins to just slowly but surely scan it for a brief moment, and you bring it backwards. And as this happens, you see as he immediately just sort of flaps his gargantuan wings and begins to just jump on and crush that of the dancing lights. You see as it doesn't, or nothing seems to happen, it begins to just sort of kind of just ignore it. At this brief moment in time, you see as the Goliath figure begins to just sort of like trying to get free. He begins to wiggle his way out, and he rushes forth trying to get as far away as possible that he possibly can. And at this point, you see as he's just rushing and rushing and rushing and trying to get as far away as possible, you see as he begins to conjure that of a spell, which seems to be that of almost kind of like a lightning bolt directly towards it. His hands surge with electricity and fires off towards the beast. Oh boy, let's see. And as that begins to happen, you see as the creature begins to immediately just see it, the lightning just sort of affects it and strikes it whole. Doesn't seem to do anything. And you see as he just swoops forth, grabs it one more time, begins to just sort of look around the area once more. That being said, sees he's looking for the source of what caused the spell, or anything like it. You guys doing anything else?
Just look at Grozwarl and just say, start approaching the door and just say, I want to see it again.
No! Can she grapple him?
You can certainly try. If anybody wants to grapple, you can do so. Make an athletics check, Grozwarl. Thorn, make an acrobatics or athletics check to resist.
I'm gonna help Groz out here and try and get him
Alright.
out of here as
You can
quiet
either
as
give
possible.
advantage or you can do another roll as well. Oh no, it doesn't even matter. Between 13 and also between the help of Bjorn, yeah, you guys are easily able to restrain Thorin.
Let me go.
She covers his mouth with her giant paw.
Fool, I get you want to see, and you see she's whispering this obviously. But do you wish to alert them to us and get us all killed? That said, you see as the creature begins to get closer and closer towards that of the igloo. You see as he begins to immediately just sort of look around. At this point, you can almost feel each step as they take it. And begin to walk over to this area. Now keep in mind, there's a window here. What are you guys all doing in this moment?
I'm grappled.
Are there
Gross.
curtains?
There are no curtains.
Had to ask.
Gotta ask the questions.
I get up against the wall right next to the window, so if it looked in, it couldn't see me.
You got it. That's what Bjorn is doing. Anybody else?
Is there like sheets or something? Like Pyre wants to like dive under the sheets and throw it on top of him.
There is a bed.
Oh, sorry. I can't hear fish. I'm not
Oh, you can't hear fish? Can you hear everybody else?
Oh,
Yes.
That's weird. Leave the Discord.
I don't
call
know.
And then join back again and see what happens.
Okay.
That's weird.
Yes.
hello?
Hello.
Oh.
Yay!
Yeah. We have everyone.
There
Yay.
we go. Alright.
Wow. Free.
How long would you say it takes for and to use minor illusion and thaumaturgy?
Both about 12 seconds.
Oh.
Keep in mind, this is
Well,
when
that-
it's just or going across right now. That said, so a couple people are hiding, a couple or Pyre, you dolphin dive underneath that of the sheets for cover, hoping for the best. That
It
said,
can't see me.
that said, you see as it walks over, begins to look around, piercing through. Are you guys where you are right now at the moment, or this moment in time?
And I move over towards the door, just in between tall people legs.
You are
kinda-
considered a small creature. You could do that.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's where I would be.
All right.
Can I use thaumaturgy to just make a sound like something is running right around there, like footsteps that
Minor illusion. All right.
no, thaumaturgy to make like
Thaumaturgy.
sound.
Thaumaturgy. Gotcha. All right. You cast out of the spell, and you make footsteps begin to emerge, or begin to sound off to a different direction. You see as the bird immediately looks over towards it, as his eyes begin to go immediately sort of a bright red. Begins to walk a little further away at this moment in time. What are you guys doing as it's getting, or is looking, trying to scour the area off over here?
I have a game question. Message. Okay. Can you discern if you hear it or if you just hear it in your mind? So could I like trick that it's hearing someone talking by through a message?
It would sound like it's coming into their mind.
Okay. Never mind then.
Where
Brandon.
we are, did it drop the other Goliath?
He is back basically in that of his talons right now. He shot a lightning bolt at it, seemed to have no effect, and he picked him back up and is just sort of walking around with him. That said, At this point, creature will look towards the igloo. All of you sort of around about. You will see as I didn't get to move him. Whoops, my bad. You would see as basically Oya would have gotten pretty much prone, trying to go underneath out of the windows, and you will see as Zappy is just sort of standing about there. You'll see as the creature looks towards that of the window, sees Zappy. Just shrugs it off. Everyone make a perception check real quick. 8, 10, 7, 9, 7. Oh.
All we need is a 6.
I believe
We
that's...
see nothing.
Yep, you see nothing.
If we don't see them, they don't see us.
And eventually you'll see as the creature will shrug it off, or begins to fly off, continuing forth. As it begins to do so, you see as it begins to take off, and you watch as almost that of a massive wind begins to form below it, before you see as it continues towards that of the location where you guys had came from. Towards that of the Stonehenges, maybe even towards that of the beach. Go ahead.
Can I cast message on the Goliath?
Right before you leave? Yes, you can.
And then, can I ask, what is your name?
Alright. You cast the spell, message, and you say, what is your name? You see as he's just sort of, you hear a bit of screaming, just, let me down, please! Please! Who is this? Aegon! Aegon! Before it just gets cut off. That being said, as you continue forth, you just hears the creature begins to screech once more. Lightning begins to sound off once more before you guys watch as it slowly begins to almost that of rain for a brief moment in time before immediately turning to more and more snow. You see as it continues to fly off, and the creature has been avoided for now. That said, that was good thinking, Pyre. That was real good thinking. Oh, man. That said, you'll see as, with that, the creature gone.
Oh, shit.
I imagine that's
I was looking... Sorry.
No, you're good, you're good. I imagine you actually say that anyways. Oh, boy.
I was looking at my notes trying to search for the name, and oh yeah, it matches.
Oh, man. Everybody all right?
I think so.
Oh, goodness. You'll see as she begins to look
Oh,
out
yeah.
towards the window. Yes. Keeping her distance again.
Hey, you've mentioned Aegon. Was he part of the captives and the bandits?
No, Aegon wasn't. He was essentially looking for... Damned fool. He went out alone. He wanted to go scout for supplies. A couple of spell components.
I pointed the direction that this bird went, and it found him.
Oh, shit. Oh, God.
It just kind of, Pirate's just kind of sitting here going, found him.
After I am done, after he gets an earful, even Karanos' storm won't be able to manage. Oh, goodness, okay.
You planning on saving him?
Do you see the size of that thing?
Are we chasing the bird? Are we chasing the bird? Are we chasing the bird?
Oh, gods. Okay. Okay. Couple things. All right. Let's lay everything out real quick. Let's lay everything out. That over there is my brother, Aegon, as damned of a fool he is. Really, really smart, book-wise. Not a lot of, street, or, what's the word I'm looking for? Common sense. That sort of thing.
Hey.
Oh, goodness. Okay. So, the thing is, if that, just saying he's with that thing right now. That was,
Yeah.
oh, goodness. If I could probably guess, that thing is heading towards the coast. And whatnot.
Wait. Wait. The
You-
coast.
Didn't
Do
we
you
wake
mean-
up in a nest?
Do you mean we were in
Yeah.
its nest?
Oh, gods. Well, you probably were. So,
Nice.
What do you mean nice? What?
What is the matter with you?
What?
Okay.
Do you want it in list or itemized form?
I'll give you bullet points. Okay.
Give me all the details.
Bullet point 1. Oh, I'll scratch bullet points, I'll do numbers. Whatever. 1. I have multiple, before preface, I have multiple individuals in my tribe that are scattered about. It seems to be that I'm the only one at the moment. There are people in the cave and other things, and we have Aegon, who seems to be out and about. I need to go help one of them. So either I will go after that bird, and you see she's just sort of laughing at the ridiculous sound of it, and rescue him from its nest in a stealth mission, hiding from anything that could be around there. Oh god, oh god.
Hey, do you think that bird, if it saw part of its nest destroyed, do you think it would leave Aegon and go away to try and fix it?
Oh yes, more hypotheticals. I don't know. I'm not a bird or a machine. I mean,
Well, because if it does, no, you can check for. We can go and check, because part of its nest has been destroyed.
Uh, uh-huh. I see. I feel like that'll just piss it off, to be honest.
Okay,
I'd
your
have-
choice.
I'd have to agree. I think it would probably drop it in the nest and then fix the nest with Aegon in the nest.
Yes. That being said, so, either I can go off and go do that thing. I can, if not that, then I can try to go after the other tribe members in the cave not too far from here. If not that, oh my goodness, I could try to... I don't want to concern any of you with this, but, yeah. Here, I can give you the directions to the nearby village and whatnot. You guys can see if it's okay or anything like that, and you guys can be on your way. Or any things like that. Or whatever. That said, that is what, I have these two things that I will be doing. So I need to figure out what the hell I'm going to do. And you see she just sort of sits there, almost kind of like, hand on head, just sort of just think and run through like several other different plans. That said,
Do we even have the materials to launch a rescue mission for either?
quite frankly, not really, but can get some beforehand. But I don't know how much time that we have, to be fair.
Out of character, this is basically you choose one, the other's gone.
you have a choice. I will say this, explain this out of character. You have honestly have 4 options. Option 1. You can go, and if you want, you can help her or go by yourselves after the bird and try to rescue Aegon from its nest in a stealth mission or a fight if you want. Cowabunga it is, I guess. I don't know. You can do
Wild
that.
magic. Wild magic will do that. Fuck
Hold
it.
on. Oh, hold on. Your
Yeah, sure.
names are messed up. Hold on. Let me fix that. Oop. I think that should. Nope, that didn't do anything. All right, I'll just manage it over on my end. But that's option 1. Option 2 is you guys can help the other tribe members and go towards the cave that, as she explained, is very, very dangerous. Like, even she was worried about being able to deal with it herself. Third option is she can give you the directions to the nearby village, and you can just go about your business, continue forth. However, saying this, I will mention, if you do help her with one or the other, she will personally ensure your safety and guide you to that village to ensure that you make it there alive in one piece as a bearkin. But, you know. Option 4, you can go. If you want to try to grow in strength and roll the dice, you can always try to go to that arena of the gods and whatnot if you want to, in hopes of gaining strength for the taiga. But you don't know how long that'll take, and you don't know whether you'll come back. So, that being said, those are pretty much your 4 options that are just immediately available. I'm trying to organize all your stuff. That are immediately available. You guys can discuss it as a party and figure out what you want to do.
What if we went to the cave and saved a whole bunch of people because she was worried about being able to do it herself, but we are 6 wild and crazy people who are fond of chaos, so maybe we would have an advantage, and then after we save those multiple people, then we can go to the nest and see if we can save her brother either by stealth or just by sheer force, since we'll have like multiple people probably.
Numbers.
That is an option. But one thing to note that Oil will say, I don't know how you will deal with or getting past them and freeing them and finding them. I don't even know where they are. I just know that they're probably in that cave somewhere. I want you to know, these are bad people and they are very, very powerful. I don't know exactly what these crystals and stuff are that they're dealing with, or what is inside that cave. That's one thing that I don't know amongst these lands. Crystals or something, I don't know.
You see, Thorin unwraps his hand and just shows everyone his hand and just asks, like these?
As you guys see, Thorin's arms are completely crystallized entirely.
Oh.
I've never really seen them before, but holy shit, what the
What? These are my hands.
What the fuck are
Those
you?
are no fucking hands.
I don't know.
Pyre. So as soon as he does, Pyre probably comes over and starts like poking and prodding them and just writing down in the notebook and like just starts examining you basically.
Yeah. And hey, just leans forward to Pyre as well while he does that. Just hey, look what you can do. And just makes it into a dagger, basically.
You see as it begins to immediately turn into that of a dagger.
Mika's gonna look to the next person closest to her. She's probably gonna look right at Bjorn, like the dumb panda look, that kind of like, can you believe? And then seeing the distress on Oya's face as well as the confusion, and everyone's like, She's gonna pad right over to Oya, touch her on the knee. Is it okay if I touch your knee?
Sure.
What do you want some moral support in helping your brother? Maybe that's something we could do.
I need a little bit more than more support, but I
But
need.
we're not exactly the stealthiest group, but if you need us to distract while you extract, we can do that.
I don't want you to distract that thing and get yourselves killed. Or my sort of.
I'm gonna look over towards where Thorn is and then You've met us, right?
What?
Oh.
We're a bit of a circus.
I'm not a circus.
Well, you just turned your hand into a knife. I'd say you're quite the circus.
I told
Wow.
you he'd make a good show.
I don't think this is a terrible idea. Oh god. Okay, well, what will it be? Are you going to the cave? You going to the orb? Or you going to the beach? Or are you
Beach
leaving?
episode.
Oh man.
I want to see that bird again.
Yeah,
I'd say Oya's brother is probably pretty important to our. We can pull off a stealth mission. That might be worth doing.
and points at Thorin. That one will hinder our stealth quite a bit around that bird.
What do you mean?
See, it just
Well, there's 5 of us
Zappy
and
just
one of
barks.
them. We could.
And that too.
Exactly.
Fair. Good point.
I think we should probably go and look for the rest of the tribe. See
Let's
that
go to
if
the beach.
Okay.
I
So,
just
Pyre
think
wants-
it's probably
Pyre
warm
wants to
in
do
the
both.
Colosseum.
oh, the other thing was I forgot another thing. My bad. Or you guys can go hunting for supplies and all this other stuff, yada yada yada, if you wanted to. But again, this all counts and stacks up. Things take time. How much time do you have?
I
You
was
have no
gonna
idea.
say,
But
I don't
you can.
think we have time.
So it's really like a thing of you can do a lot of things in preparations to prepare yourselves to do these things, but the more preparations you take, obviously the more safer you'll probably be, but the more time it will take. So, do you guys want to go the freaking fast and direct approach, going right now, not prepared, just see if you can be able to save them, or do you want to go the sort of slower sort of approach, prepare as much as you can, and then try to get them that way, but risk it whether they'll be alive or not?
I will look right over to my boss person and give them the biggest, biggest red panda eye that you can ever see. And then just kind of look directly over at Oya and then look at him. Biggest panda eyes ever.
I'm down to do whatever everyone else wants to do, and I will just go along whatever plan we end up going with.
Rosraral is going to ask Oya, which do you think we should do?
Yes, Mr.
the
DM, what
DM.
should you do?
I'm asking Oya who knows if she values her brother or her tribe more. This is a very personal question and definitely not me trying to get out of choosing. 100%.
Loophole.
I see. Hmm. Oh. Oya will say the caves are dangerous, and I don't think that I don't think you would be. You would have to be very, very careful, and you would have to. If you wanted to do that route, you would have to perform it almost causing no mistake or having no mishap. If you want to get through there alive.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's
Yeah.
I agree.
Beach.
I think that at the very least we could avoid combat by going after your brother Aegon. But
Each episode.
Well, if that is the case,
that
then
doesn't seem like an option with the cave.
the second question is, do you want me to go with you? I still need to go towards my tribe and I need to save them. Everyone is in peril at the moment at the same sort of time. It's awful. Do you want me to go with you? Or do you want me to go after my tribe and meet back afterwards? Your choice.
That's a big bird.
Or
All the map.
or Oya scouts the cave to gain more information while we go save her brother. That way we can prep really quick on the way back, like get supplies, and then go execute on the cave with her brother as an additional support.
I like that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Or vice versa.
That's not a bad idea. Is that what it will be?
Yes.
I.
Should
Alright.
find more gunpowder.
Oh yes.
Wait, what?
Potion of fun.
you have,
What kind of
did you
exploding
happen to
circus
hear,
are you?
Did you happen to hear a boom at any point
No.
in the past days?
What the
Okay.
hell is wrong? I'm going. You guys are going to need a name for the circus or something like that eventually. Maybe I'll go find a show if it has explosions and whatnot. Just no fire. Just no fire. But
Well, I can use my hands to cause
Sure.
explosions.
she looks at Pyre. It's the whole curse thing. She just walks away. She just doesn't know how to act, I'll be honest with you. Alright, that said, so let me make sure so I have it in my DM brain. So the plan is, correct me if I'm wrong, you or the party is going to head back to the beach, past that of the Stonehenge and all that stuff, towards that of the bird. They're going to perform a Mission Impossible stealth mission to get that of Aegon back and retrieve them from that of the Skybird without provoking anything, hopefully, and retrieving them back and bringing them back to the igloo. On your way there, you guys are gonna try to maybe look for supplies if you can or want to or anything like that. Boom, bada bing. Meet back with Oya afterwards. Correct? Sounds good. All right. So, if that is the case, Oya will begin to go off towards the direction of that of the cave. Oh, whoops, why is there two of them? Oh yeah, that was the Goliath from earlier. Oops. That being said, you will see as she will begin to start marching off to the direction, and she will just say, well, the best of luck to you all, and please, make sure he returns back safe. Alright. You see as... and then she just walks on off. That being said, as you guys continue forth, oh boy. As you continue forth, where the heck is it? Oh god, I lost track. Beginning to brave that of the cold for that of your next journey. Continue off and more confident in yourselves to an extent, and that of your abilities. With that of a rest underneath your belt, all of your spells at the ready, you charge forth through the Azure Taiga as you feel as one when the many spirits' journeys on Voden have been completed. At this point in time, you begin to feel yourself almost completed for a brief moment, and after surviving that of the shipwreck of the Azure Taiga, overcoming hordes of the corruption, And even that being able to survive at least the first encounter with the Stormbird. This arc has come to a close, and our next chapter begins soon, but first, you guys all see as you watch as almost a bluish sort of greenish circular shape with two fins begins to emerge before you all. And as they do, you watch as they begin to raise their hands towards that of the sky, and you watch as they begin to course with that of energy, bestowing a boon upon you. As this strange individual begins to do so, that boon that you all receive is level 2. As Rime of the Frostmaiden is now the most powerful group in Voden. Congratulations.
Ooh, level 2.
Level 2.
honestly doubt that.
Oh, wait, do you guys know what this means?
Yes, sir.
Pyre gets portent.
Yes, sir.
God.
And that being said, with that is where we will end today's session. Oh boy, let's do this. Oh god, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna have to do a mission impossible. Oh gosh, it's gonna be like Tomb of Annihilation all over again. I can't wait.
Yeah, let's go stealth. Might as well fucking go in like horns blazing.
You know what? If we pull this off, we should start introducing us as like our name Impossible. Kind of like the James Bond, so it's like Pyre Impossible.
Oh man. All right, real quick, so we can get this out of the way. Let's roll some hit dice for you guys. So let me explain how hit dice work in my games. So we use the arcade method and all that stuff. Basically, you guys, everybody rolls for HP, but you can't roll lower than the minimum, or excuse me, you can't roll lower than the average, right? So let's say for a monk, the average that you get is a 5. You roll the dice. If you roll anything lower than a 5, like a 3 or a 2, it just automatically goes to a 5. So there you go. All the encounters and all that stuff, they're built with the fact, or they are built with the idea that you guys all have completely average health around the board. Anything you get past that is just a bonus and an extra. But there you go. Alrighty, so let's get this started. Who wants to roll HP first?
I volunteer as tribute.
Alright, let's see what you got, wizard. D6 plus 2.
Plus 2.
Oh, wait, hold on. Plus 0, you do not have any constitution. I am crazy. That being said, that is a total of 4 extra health. You go from 6 to a total of 10. Don't update your character sheets just yet. I'm gonna have to do all that stuff.
Wait, what? Where's the 4 coming from? I have a plus 0 to my con.
The average of D6 is a 4. It rounds up. It's 3.5, but it rounds up to 4. And all that stuff. So Pyre, you go from 6 to that of 10. All right. Bam, bam. All right, who is next?
Me.
All right, you got it, Anth. Go for it. 6, not bad. 1 above the average. There you go. So you go from a total of 8 to a total of 14. Nice.
Nice.
There you go. That said, who is next?
I'll go.
All right, let's see what you got, Bjorn. 5. Oh, you were a D8 for a druid.
Oh, D8.
You're good. Six, 1 above the average. That's what we like to see. That said, that is 8. Yeah, going from 8 to that of 14. Not bad, not bad. All right, 8 to 14. All right, who is next?
I'll go next then.
All right, Thorn, bring us home. D6. Not bad. Goes through that 4 anyways. Oh wait, 4 plus 2. So you go from, what the hell? Why do you have 14 health? How the hell do you have 14 health? Wait a minute. What the heck?
All right, I accidentally already updated beyond 20.
Oh, you're good. How much health did you have? Oh, you would have had 8 health, because
I had
quick
8.
math. So Thorin would go from 8 to a total of +4, carry the 1, divide the negative. No, I'm kidding. You'd go to that of 12.
Wait, 12?
Or,
That's less
I'm
than
fucking
average.
stupid. Fucking 4 + 2. I forgot you have the Constitution modifier. 4 + 2. I'm an engineering major, by the way. +6. So that of 14. Boom.
Yeah.
You ever
Yeah,
heard the joke about the airplane?
My health
No.
was correct.
Oh, okay. I guess it was. I just saw like level 1. Well, no, I saw level 1, 14 health. I'm like, what the hell? I know he didn't have 14 health at level 1. That's more than a barbarian would. Jesus. That wild magic hit different. That said, who is next?
Go next.
All right, D8 for us. Ooh, that's a big 8. All right, that's what we like to see. So you go from a total of 10. Oh my gosh, tank? Maybe it's the tank. So you go from 10 HP to.
I had 13.
That's true. You might be able to bring us home. You might be able to bring it home, but I believe you go from 10 to a total of. Wait, I'm now confused. I saw Groswarl roll. Did you roll, Lika, or was that Groswarl?
That was Graz.
Oh, never mind. I am an idiot.
It's not me.
I thought when you said I want to roll, I was like, oh, okay, so that means Lika's rolling. Idiot. Well, it doesn't matter.
Graz
But
rolled
Groswarl,
already, so it's fine.
instead of rolling a D8, you roll a D10 because you are a fighter.
But what if I don't get as good as an 8?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh man. But that being said, you still go up from you go from 13 HP, and I believe the average is it 6? I believe it's 6.
Yeah.
So 19 plus another 2, 21 HP. My God. 21 for Roswell. Not bad at all. That said, now Lika, it is your turn.
Okay.
2 goes back up to 5, so you gain that 7 HP, so you go from a total of 10 to a total of 17. Not bad at all. That said, alrighty. So, we don't have time. I want to have a little bit of time to go over it after the game, but we don't really have time for it as we're way over time. So, be sure to use that at the D&D Beyond character sheet to update your tokens and update your characters and all that stuff. If you need a little bit of help, then be sure to just ask me and send it my way and all that. I believe the things that everybody gets is Bjorn, you get your subclass, which I'm super excited about. You get to actually like do the things you want to do now and all this other stuff. Same thing with that of Pyre. Oh my god, his let me tell you, Circle of Metallurgy is so freaking cool. God dang it, I'm excited. But Pyre, you also get that of the freaking the Divination Wizard, so that's gonna be super exciting. You get to control the dice now. They bend to your will. Heck yeah. Thorn, you
Only
get.
if I roll well.
Yeah, that's also true. Thorn, you get that. Now you're getting a Font of Magic. I believe you're starting to get your sorcery points. And now, also another thing that I can just mention. I'll mention some things or ramifications about that later, because I got stuff for you. On Groswarl, you get the patented feature from the fighter, and we all know it, we all love it. It's Action Surge. I'm hitting 8 times in a row, and you can't do anything about it. That of Nth, I believe, actually, I don't remember what Or Bards get at level 2. I think it's, what do you
I think
get?
Song of Resting at least, and I think you can add Bardic Inspiration to your damage instead of your hit roll.
I think that's at level 3. I have to check it out because I don't remember.
Yeah, I've been checking, but I don't remember.
Oh no,
either.
you get expert, or you get Jack of all trades. You get to be good at
yeah,
everything.
true.
That's what it is.
Oh hell yeah!
Hell yeah, that's what we like to see. And you also get your expertises and stuff like that. Oh my gosh. And that being said, Lika, also you get your key points, the main sort of key thing of that of the monk. So heck yeah, I got all the sort of key shenanigans to look forward to. That said, I didn't miss anybody. Yeah.
I have to go. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. But yeah, that is it. But one thing, real quick, oh, you can obviously bounce out. But one thing that I should note is that as you guys were traveling forth, you did see the I didn't get to cover it, but you did see the sky flicker once more, and it turned from that of day to that of night in a brief moment. But that being said, all right, I will. I'm gonna break down stream and again do all that stuff. You got to get going. By all means, get going. I will be back in just a moment. All right, thank you everybody for tuning into that of the stream. Let me switch on over to the chillin' overlay. But yeah, thank you guys for everybody who decided to tune on in. It was a blast DMing for this group. Yeah, a little art. I love my little RP sessions and whatnot. But now it's back to business. It's back to business. And now we have a plan, so we'll see all what happens because of it. Hey, but yeah, if you guys want to, be sure to join that of the Discord, as this game is also a part of a giant persistent universe known as Project Aurora, where all the campaigns can affect each other in big or small ways, and you guys as well, those of like all the viewers, you guys get to be able to affect that of the games also in real time by inspiration points, health potions, you know it, and all that stuff. Last but not least, be sure to check me out on all the socials, so you're always sort of, you know, so you're always sort of connected when that of the games are live, all that goodness. And yeah, that said, we're gonna look for that of a raid or a person to raid real quick. Is anybody on the Twitch team available? Yes, they are. Okay, so we're gonna raid roll together RPG, and we're gonna go from there. All right. That said, actually, I want to raid critical misses. Yeah, I want to raid critical misses actually. Here's what we're gonna do. All right. So basically, our stream team is rolling together, and we're having an awesome group of individuals providing all your awesome D&D content. So be sure to check these guys out, and make sure to leave a follow on their channel. Right now, they're doing a talk show or sort of podcast thing. So so hang out with them and make sure to leave a follow on their channel. That said, see you guys later. Bye bye.